Hello, my friends. Welcome in Card Lines to another evening. It's another day. It's another chance at ripping some cardboard gold, my friends. I hope you're all doing well. I've been missing you guys. I've been behind the scenes a lot more lately. For those of you that may be newer and don't know who I am and why I'm talking like that, I am Jeff here at Card Lines. I've got Max rolling with me tonight. We've got Hall of Fame James is heading out for some vacation and then getting ready back in for school. So I'll be taking back over more breaking. Him and Marty have been doing a lion's share of the load this summer. So I'm excited to be with you guys tonight. We've got a fun night. As you guys can see, we've got an aggressive schedule here. We got 4 breaks plus we're hoping to do some fun live things as well as want to try out if you guys are willing to be guinea pigs for me over the next few breaks here with myself and with Marty Party. We're going to be trying some fun games, including tonight. We're going to try a prize wheel where you'll do an opening bid of a couple bucks and you'll get a spin on the wheel. And that spin could be for a pack of cards, or there's a couple higher valued products more worth way more than the $3 spin. And so we're going to try that in a little bit as well. And we'll try and do those in and out. We're going to be playing the hit counter tonight as well. So grab a beverage, settle on in. Let's have some fun. Here we go. Our schedule tonight includes 4 breaks, as I mentioned. We're going to start out with a hobby jumbo of Series 2. And then we're going to go to Megatown. We've got 3 megabox breaks. We're going to start out with some 2024. That's actually, we got 25 in there, but it's actually 20. Oh, no, it is 25. Yep, my bad. We got 2025 Topps Holiday Mega Boxes. Then we're going to go to 2026 Donruss Mega Boxes. And then we're going to finish off the night with 2025 Donruss Mega Boxes. We do have a couple open spots available in that Topps Holiday. We've got Colorado, Miami, and Minnesota. And we're going to put those all as one lot together and see if we can fill that break up. So I'm going to go ahead and do that one right now. Just give me a second to go find the listing for it. So again, this is going to be in our break 1233, which is the 2025 Topps Holiday Mega Boxes, 3 of them. And what you'd be getting is the Twins, the Marlins, and the Rockies. And we're starting that out at just $3 for all 3 of those teams in that break. You do have to be on eBay to make your bids. We got a bid in there. G Money, welcome in and thanks so much. Oh, little war. It's still a good deal for 3 teams in there. Hopefully we pull some of those good short prints. And G Money takes. Thank you so much. So again, welcome in, guys. For those of you that have been with us for a while, welcome back. For any of you that are new to us tonight, welcome to the Card Lines family. It is always an absolute pleasure to have you guys. That does make us absolutely full. So G Money, thank you for that. And before we get into that break, we'll spend a couple minutes here and let me give you a little bit of taste of some of the stuff we've got available live tonight if you guys want to get in them. The first one is a little bit different, but if you guys are interested in like the let me get the schedule off so you'll see it better. The Olympic hopefuls. This is Topps Chrome Olympic hopefuls. There's a whole pile of these guys, including some It's all refractors and pink at the back. Um, various sports and things like that. And we're just gonna start the whole lot at $1 for all of those refractor Olympic hopefuls. If anyone wants to have some fun, go through those, or you collect these, you cannot beat all of that for a buck. And we will have those. We'll run them later if you guys are interested. We also have a Fernando Mendoza wild card, 5 card draw. That is, if you can see it on there, that is 1 of 2. 1 of 2 on there on the Fernando Mendoza wild card. I'm gonna start that out at $10. If you guys are in the breaks tonight, then don't be afraid of that initial $5.99 shipping. We definitely will. What's up, Rage? We will combine shipping if you're in the breaks already tonight. So if you want to get anything on here, don't be afraid of that shipping. J-Dog gets on it. Thank you very much. I will. Oh, Max, looks like we ran out of sticky tabs, huh? Do we have any of those white? Here's a few. I thought I had everything under control, guys, and I forgot sticky tabs for the night. So I don't want to write on the card, obviously. All right. So there we go. Put it on the card. Oop. Boy, who let this guy in here, huh? All right. It's a nice pickup on the Mendoza. The next thing we've got, we'll throw up if you guys are interested. This is a Tom Glavine, and it is numbered 28 out of 30. Tom Glavine in his Mets uniform, 28 out of 30. We're going to start that at just $3. Oh, it looks like it was set for 30 seconds. So you got 10 more seconds to think about it. Is Tom Glavine, 28 out of 30. Nope. And I don't think he's in tonight, but one of our very regulars, Rob, Mr. Rob, is a big fan of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And I've got 3 patches. I got a Bucky Irvin rookie patch. I got an Emeka on the patch. You'll take it, Rage. You got to get in. You got to get in with on the eBay with us and make some bids on these guys. And we got Tez Johnson on the Phenom. So I got 3 Buccaneers patches. We're calling it the Rob J Special. And we're going to start all 3 of those patches for $10. 3 Buccaneer rookie patches for $10. No takers. Again, we can revisit any and all of these later. The Nordic Phenom, Erling Haaland, is a leaf card. We'll start him out at $1. If you didn't get yours yet he has taken the world by storm from the World Cup. All right. And here's a here's a super fun one, guys. It's Randy Johnson. It's a dual patch Randy Johnson and Stephon Marbury, City All Stars, from Phoenix. So you got Johnson baseball and basketball. We make the mystery packs here, and I was really conflicted on what to put this one in because if I put it in baseball, then the baseball fans might complain that they got a basketball patch. If I put it in basketball, they might complain that they got a baseball patch. And so I said, instead, I think our live viewers will appreciate the duality of it and see if anyone wants to grab these. I did see one recently sold for, I think, $13 or $14. We're going to start it at 5. So there's meat on the bones here if you guys are looking to flip something, or if you're a Randy Johnson or Stephon Marbury collector. It's a heck of a deal of the patch. It's not numbered, but it's a dual patch of Marbury and Randy Johnson, the big unit. Nope. All right. And then a couple of things. I'll go a couple of products that we have, and then I'll get into the break. And then again, we've got that prize wheel as well. So if anyone is interested tonight, we're going to try a prize wheel where you'll bid $3 and you'll be guaranteed a pack, but you might get an upgrade on the prize wheel. The first thing that we're going to do is here's a nice, cheap, fun rip. If you guys have ever ripped G League, this is 23-24 NBA G League. It's a hobby box, so you do get 1 chrome auto in there. They're pretty cheap overall, and so we're able to pass along to you guys if you'd like to get a hobby box and rip for an autograph. $10 for the sealed hobby NBA G League. It's 23-24. There are some pretty good names in there. As you can see on the box, even Ron Holland from Detroit's in there. I ripped one of these for fun the other day, and I pulled Ron Holland wasn't the autograph, but I got a nice Ron Holland. I think it was Ron Holland numbered, actually. J-Dog says that's a value I can handle. And we're going to combine these. The best is we'll combine these with your shipping for the break, so I'm pretty sure you're in the break tonight too. So the beauty is you're basically getting free shipping on sealed boxes, so that's pretty sweet. So nice pickup on that one. Again, that's 23-24, and you do get an autograph in there. And then we've also got 2425. Now, this is a little bit more expensive, and there's a little bit more names in the checklist some folks might be chasing. But even so, this one, we're going to start this one out at 14 bucks, and this is 2425. And there's an autograph per box in this one as well. All right. We've also got any hockey fans in the house tonight. I brought a couple hockey boxes and thought we tried sealed boxes. So this is 2122 Credentials Hobby. You're looking for the debut ticket access autographs and lots of parallels. You get 48 cards in this hobby box. And we're going to start this guy out at 55 bucks. Again, sealed and we get shipped. We'll combine it with your shipping if you're in the breaks tonight. The Highline's better than the other ones. Fair enough, Rage. Fair enough. No bids on that. Well, the problem is, I actually wouldn't mind sharing Holland with you, Rage, but the problem is, if we don't have your address at all, we can't do that. And I know you haven't been able to or unable to share your address with us privately, so we wouldn't be able to share it with you. We wouldn't know how to get it to you. And we got a 2022-23 Series 2 hockey retail box. You get 24 packs in here. And we're going to start that one at $55 as well if we got any hockey fans in the house. We're running just a couple things before we get into our breaks. All right, no hockey fans. I do have Prism Soccer if you guys are interested in those, and I've got some other things as well. It sounds good. We'll find a way. Again, obviously, we want to keep that confidential. We don't ever want anyone to share any personal information on their address on stream at all. So we totally understand that. But obviously, we could share or ship anything if we didn't have your address. All right, so let's bring that schedule back up again. We're going to be getting into our Series 2 hobby box. We could send it to an office building, yes. We've got our hobby box on there, and then after that, we've got our other breaks coming up. So we're going to get into our Series 2 Jumbo box. Thank you guys for humoring me on a few live sales. Again, we've got some other stuff that I'll show in between breaks, and then we do have, let me know in the chat, guys, if you would have interest at all in playing that wheel game. Again, how it'll work is I've got a whole bunch of packs. I've got hockey packs. I've got basketball, soccer. I've got a sealed blaster box as one of the prizes. I've got a couple of mystery packs. I've got a few of those mystery dumplings as prizes. And what you would do is you would bid $3 or more. And if you won the bid, we'd do a spin on the wheel and you would win whatever prize gets shown on there. Anywhere from a pack up to some sealed boxes we've got. So we'll try that one later. Here's our two silver Mojo card packs. We're going to save those guys for later. We're going to have the halfway point where we'll play the hit counter again. It is Bryce time. We're going to see how many Bryces we can get right. So how you guys will make the hit counter predictions. I will show that in just a moment. But let's go through and say a special thank you to Timothy, who has the D-backs. We've got Barry with the Braves, Daniel the Orioles, Timothy the Red Sox, Jonathan the Cubs and White Sox, the Chicago Connection, Jonathan, Dustin with the Reds. We've got Anthony with the Guardians, Trevor the Rockies, Lars the Tigers, John the Astros, Steven the Royals, Dustin has the Angels, Brian the Dodgers, Mike the Marlins. After the Marlins, we've got Jared with the Brewers. We've got Timothy C. with the Twins, Thomas the Mets, John the Yanks, Jason the A's, Ben the Phillies, John the Pirates, Dustin the Padres, John the Giants, Mike the Mariners, Trevor the Cardinals, Dustin the Rays, Timothy C. the Rangers, Dave S. Mentor Dave's got the Blue Jays, and Jim O. has the Nationals. Guys, thank you so very much for grabbing all the spots in this break. We appreciate you, and we wish you good luck. And we'll talk about that hit. Go watch the alumni game? All right, man. Well, pop in, pop out. We'll be here. We've got, for the hit counter tonight, how it works is we've got 4 spots up there, and we're going pitchers of those 4 teams. So hopefully I can stay on top of that. But Braves, Padres, Yankees, and Pirates. If we get a pitcher from one of those 4 teams, we're going to put a tally up on there. Your goal is to tell us which team's pitchers are going to show up the most, just like Mr. A just did in YouTube, and tell us what the total number of all 4 teams' pitchers combined are going to be. So you would say Braves pitchers in 78, just like Rage just did. And if that's the way it plays out, if the Braves get the most cards in this jumbo box, again, remember it is only 1 box, then you would get a Leprechaun running for you for some free stuff later. We got some packs to give away. And then if you got that total number, 78, or in either direction, 1, 77, or 79, for example, you would get a Leprechaun as well. When I opened up the first half of the box, so when we're done with this, you guys can make your prediction updates, lock them in, and then we'll see who wins some Leprechauns. We're also going to play some game a little bit as we get going through here. I'm going to kind of roll through some of the teams, and for some bonus Leprechauns, have you guess who my favorite player of all time from a few of the teams are. But let's get through some of the cards first and make sure I'm on schedule, and then we'll have some fun with that. So here we go. Make that prediction and the total number of all 4, and we'll revisit that again in a little bit. So there we go, and I will unpin that to make it a little bit smaller. There we go. All right, we're starting out the first card, the Guardians team card for Anthony. Anthony, congrats. And that does not count as a pitcher, but they're not on the hit counter anyways. JJ Bleday, Glass now, Johnny DeLuca. There's the Reds team card, Tyler Anderson, Jake Myers, Josh Naylor, rookie Jaden Murray for Houston, Jack Dreyer for the Dodgers, Ryan Weathers. That is our first Yankees pitcher for the hit counter. So the Yankees pitchers goes to 1. You're our favorite Giants fan, Rage. Absolutely. You're also our favorite Bryce Eldridge fan. There's Jack Peterson, the White Sox team card. Heston Kjerstad. We got Quinn Priester for the Brewers. Ernie Clement, Cleveland takes flight. Swanson, Tyrone Taylor. Abner Uribe for the Crew. Davis Schneider, Beantown Buds. Nick Allen, Connor Norby, Joe Boyle, Seattle team card. Severino, Emmett Sheehan for the Dodgers. That's the 3rd Dodgers pitcher, although we don't have them on the hit counter. Lourdes Gurriel, Michael Massey, Mason Wynn, 4th Dodgers pitcher, rookie Paul Gervais. Taylor Ward, Carlos Correa, George Kirby, Jose Corniel, rookie for Texas. Raisel Iglesias, that is a Braves pitcher. So congrats to Barry on the Raisel Iglesias, and that put the Braves to 1. And that's really kind of, in our first pack, we get to our parallels now. And we've got the Freddie Peralta on the foil for the Mets. Congrats to the Mets. We got Nolan Arenado on the glove work. Tony Gwynn on the All-Star for the Padres. Thomas Saggese, Future Stars. And then we're back to some more cards. Jake Mangum, Atlanta Braves. Grayson Rodriguez. There's Brandon Woodruff, now on the IL again for the Brewers. Nathan Lukes. Risen Sons for the Dodgers. Jameson Taillon. Mark Vientos. Aroldis Chapman. Matt Wallner. Santander. Fuffling for the Blue Jays. Adley Rushman. There is Sel Frelick. Some trade talk rumors starting to heat up around him, I've heard. Jake Berger. There are your Giants, Rage. There we go. You pre-ordered some Topps? Nice. Tyler Soderstrom. I entered the EQL today for Topps Tribute. I did not win, unfortunately. We got some predictions coming in both. Love it. Andy Pajes, Robbie Ray. Joe Pagero for the Giants, the rookie. Jordan Westberg, Jake Bowers, Kyle Higashioka. Twins team card, Hernandez, Xavier Edwards, Taylor Walls. Polanco, we got Mitch Ferris, rookie for the Angels. Blaze Alexander, Kyle Isbell, Andre Palante, Josh Simpson, rookie for the Marlins. Lubob for the Mets, Jason Dominguez, and Kevin Alcantara for the Cubbies. I really thought those teams' pitchers were going to show up a little more than they did. Some parallels. We got Mark McGwire on the refractor for the 70 home runs for the Cardinals. Congrats, Trevor. Caden Dana, future stars for the Angels on the Sandblast Glitter. We got the, I think these are a short print, or it's not like a super rare, but a shorter print. Joe DiMaggio for the Yanks. Congrats, John. There's Chisholm, Moises Ballesteros, Ian Happ, Marcus Simeon Nunez, Ryan Feltner, Braxton Ashcraft. That is a pitcher for the Pirates. So the Pirates get on the board. We're up to 3 on the hit counter now. Sounds good, Rage. Sounds good. Hunter Barco, the Pirates pitchers are on a roll. That's 2 for the Pirates. And congrats, John, on a couple Pirates pitchers. There's a Shohei pitching for the Dodgers. And you know what? Forgive me, guys. I haven't opened as much Series 2 as some of the other guys have, but I can't remember if there's one of him hitting as well or not. I don't think this is any variation, but let me know in the chat. Keep me honest if you guys know if him pitching is a variation or if I'm just out of practice with Series 2. There's All Smiles. Chris Sale is a Braves pitcher, so the Braves go to 2. The only team we haven't got a pitcher yet from is the Padres. There's Eric Wagaman Nimmo. There's the Rays team card. Alec Thomas, Nick Lofton, Nolan Gorman. We got Jack Little, rookie for the Tigers. Jordan Lawler, Real Muto. Jackson Jobe for the Tigers. Arias, I love that photo. Harrison Bader for the Giants. Rookie Sal Stewart for the Cincinnati Reds. We'll take that one for the Reds. Congrats, Dustin. Gleyber Torres, Luis Reyes, Taylor Rashi, rookie for the Diamondbacks. Tyler Wells, Palante, Josh Simpson for the Marlins. There's another Lou Bob, Dominguez, Alcantara, Brian Rocchio, Ranger Suarez. There's rookie Trey Savage for the Blue Jays. So if you guys want to play along for some bonus leprechauns, we'll go ahead and start. I don't really have a favorite player from the Arizona Diamondbacks, but let's see if you guys can guess first person in either chat to guess who my favorite all-time player from the Atlanta Braves is. You guys will get a bonus leprechaun for that, so fire away. Tanner Gordon. We've got a Sandblast Glitter of the Pirates. We got Frankie Lindor on the glove work. And then Jarren Duran on the throwback. There's a Padres pitcher, Randy Vasquez. The Padres go to 1. J-Dog, I am a big Chipper fan for sure, but it is not Chipper Jones. Drew Summers for the Tigers. There's Zach Veen. There's another Pirates pitcher, Mitch Keller. And the Pirates take the lead at 3 on the hit counter. Denzer Guzman, rookie. Encarnacion Strand Cabrera. Chase Dollander for the Rockies. Mike Tauchman. There's Jordan for Astros. Bryce Johnson. Alan Rangel, rookie for the Phillies. Trevor Story, Woods Richardson, Chaparro, Cutter Crawford, Austin Martin Jimenez, rookie Nick Rackett for the Cardinals. Jason, not Hank Aaron, though he is obviously a legend in his own right. But thanks for that, guys, too. Noah Cameron on the Gold Cup. Josh Hader, Ryan Walker. Blas Castano, rookie for the Mariners. Carson Kelly, Jaihwan Bay, Merrill Kelly, and Nick Lodolo. What's up, Tim? Welcome in, welcome in. Great to have you. We're rolling in this first break. We've got some fun live things we're going to play tonight as well. We got the hit counter going, of course. Not Eddie Matthews. Chris Bryant. Jared Jones, that's another Pirates pitcher for the hit counter. They go to 4. We're up to 8. They've got half of them right now. Petey Halpin, rookie for the Guardians. Juan Mancada, Christian Javier. Polanco, Mitch Ferris, rookie for the Angels. Blaze Alexander, Kyle Isbell. All the hits are still live in this box as well, guys. There's Kyle Raleigh on the glove work. There it is. Jason gets it in the YouTube chat. It is Greg Maddux. Is my favorite all-time Braves player. So, Max, if you can give Jason a leprechaun for the end of the night on Greg Maddux. Nice work, Jason. Absolutely love Maddux. That guy, he didn't necessarily blow anyone away with his power, but man, he would tell you where he'd throw it, and you still wouldn't hit it. He was just so good. So good. Such a great pitcher. There's Kyle Schwarber for the Phillies. That's a nice one, Ben. Congratulations. And the captain for the Yankees, Derek Jeter on the All-Star game. John, congrats. Luis Torrens, Framber Valdez, Hunter Green. There's Aaron Nola. Got Logan Henderson, Joey Cantillo, Nick York, Hobie Milner, used to be a Brewer. Pete Alonso. It's still weird seeing Pete Alonso in a Orioles uniform. We've seen a number of cards now with him in there, and it still just doesn't seem right. Like, I feel like he should still be in the Mets uniform. I don't know. Jonathan Cannon. There is a Yankees pitcher, Garrett Cole. So the Yanks go to 2 on the hit counter, up to 9. Adele Amador, future stars. Gavin Lux. Alec Baum, Dalen Lyle, future stars. Cade Smith. Henry Davis. You got rookie Brandon Sproat for the Brewers. Wencio Perez, Christian Koss, Luis Curvelo for Texas. Javier Assad, Grisham. Herson Waldrop, future stars. Stephen Kwan, Johan Rojas. All right, let's move along. Now, this one, for those who have been around long term, this probably is a pretty easy one. It might also be a pretty easy one just knowing the team, but for another bonus leprechaun, who is my all-time favorite Baltimore Oriole? Shoot away in either chat. There's Cam Smith on the future stars. Austin Hedges, Correa, George Kirby. Cornell again for Texas. There's a Braves pitcher, Raisel Iglesias. So the Braves pitchers goes to 3. Alcantara is not Brooks Robinson. Good guess, though. Wyatt Langford. Jason wins again. That one, I thought maybe it was almost 2 hours. Cal Ripken Jr. Absolute, just loved. I love the Iron Man record. I love that he just played and played and played. That is not something you see anymore. Everyone's got off days for rest or whatever. And I get it. They put a lot on their bodies. But that dude, what was it? Double-digit seasons without ever missing a game. Absolutely love Cal Ripken. And he was a great player too, right? But absolutely loved him. Medroth, Bellinger. So Jason gets a second leprechaun, Max. Jason, nice work. We'll go to the next team here in a minute. Tanner Bibby for the Guardians. Sidney Rafaela on the glove work. And there's a Ted Williams. So we did go through the whole first half of the box and did not get our hits from the box in terms of relic auto, so to speak. So this second half of the box, we've got hits to come. For our hit counter, the Pirates right now are in a lead with 4. The Braves are following behind with 3. You got the Yankees at 2, and then the Padres with 1. So you guys need to decide how that is going to shake out. Are the Pirates going to hang on? And if so, what's the total of all 4 teams going to be? Or is another team going to sneak through and take that one? Halfway through, we're at about 10. So your safe bet right now would probably be to go something like Pirates and somewhere between 18 and 22. Keep in mind that you do get 1 within either direction. So if you want to play that shot, you can. It looks like we got a lot of that going on. There's a good chance maybe the Braves take over. When I first thought about this hit counter, I thought it was going to be the Braves or the Yankees taking it. So we'll see how it shakes out on here. But I'm going to take a quick drink of water, and then you guys lock in your predictions. All right. So I'll get going, and then Max, no rush. Give everyone about 30 seconds, but when you get a sec, if you can close them up. All right, let me get that off there. Get those predictions in, guys. Max will give you a few more seconds, and we'll get rolling. We got Justin Dean for the Cubbies, rookie. Tyler O'Neill, Montesterio, George Springer. Rockies team card. There is a Braves pitcher, Reynaldo Lopez. So they go to 4, tying up the Pirates, and we're at 11. Javier Sonoja, Eovaldi, Andrew Alvarez, rookie for Washington. I think that might be our first Washington card all break. I don't know. There we go. Del Castillo, Lucas Erceg, Jordan Walker, your home run derby king. Roberto Hernandez, rookie for Miami. Tyler Locklear, Kike Liberatore, Andrew Hoffman, rookie for the Diamondbacks. Marcelo Zuna, Michael Garcia. For the Phillies, it's rookie Nolan Hoffman. Wilyer Abreu, Zebby Matthews, Cade Cavalli. Kyle Harrison for the Crew, Jaron Duran. Pablo Lopez, Robert Hassel. Dynamos for the Padres, Corey Lee, Paul Goldschmidt. We got something colored coming up here, guys. Max Muncy, Kyle Leahy. We got rookie Chase DeLauder for the Guardians. Anthony is going to give away to, I think, a numbered card. A yellow foil, gold foil to $3.99. Connerly Early for the Boston Red Sox. So, Timothy, there you go. Congratulations on the early rookie. So not early, it's halfway through the break. But Connerly Early, 34 out of $3.99 on the gold foil for the Red Sox. And then right behind that, Toronto, Dave, my guy Dave, how about a Vlad Guerrero All-Star patch? That's pretty sweet. We'll take that one for sure. Vladdy Guerrero on the All-Star parallel patch for the Toronto Blue Jays. I felt like the Blue Jays were going to do something tonight. Maybe we're not done with them yet, but that's a decent start. Vladdy Guerrero patch for the Blue Jays. Then we've got Cody Bellinger on the Sandblast Glitter. And again, you guys see on the overhead, I have separate piles. The rookies and the Sandblast Glitters and things that I don't sleeve and top load. They're being carefully whisked away by Max to special sleeve land, where they're going to get taken care of for you guys. We got Fernando Tatis on the glove work. Speak of the devil, there is Max. Everybody say hey. We got Ty Cobb for Detroit. There's Marty's guy, Juan Soto. Trevor McDonald. PJ Poulin, rookie for the Nationals. Casas. Edward Julian. There's Bo Bichette. There's another one. I'm not quite used to seeing him in a Mets uniform yet either. Stars Align with Trout. I like that card a lot. Reese Olson. Ryan Helsley, Spencer Steer, Bryson Stott, Brooks Lee, Future Stars. Logan Allen, Sawinski. There is the number, we just got a numbered card of him earlier for the Red Sox early on the rookie. Jack Flaherty, Cronenworth, Christian Montez de Oca for the Diamondbacks. Yandy Diaz, Marlins team card. I love that. Denzel Clark, Scale on the Wall. Hai-Sung Kim, Brandon Lau. Tatsiusa Imai for the Astros is a great one for John. He's making a name for himself in Houston. We still haven't seen our guy from the White Sox yet either tonight. Hopefully we'll see some of him. Stevenson, Jesus Sanchez, J.B. Crawford, Alcantara. Wyatt Langford, Pittsburgh team card. Medroth, Bellinger, Caden Dana. Tanner Bibby, Tywin Walker. There is Mr. Rage stepped out, I think, to watch something, but Rage, there's your guy. There is Bryce Eldridge on the rookie card for the Giants. John, congratulations. Mr. Rage is jealous of you and your Bryce Eldridge pull. Congratulations. And right behind Bryce, we've got a nice auto for the Texas Ranger spot. Timothy, you're hitting it again, my man. How about Michael Young on the 91 Topps All-Star autograph card? Congrats, Timothy. Michael Young on the auto. Great stuff there, my friend. We've got Chase Medroth on the Sandblast Glitter. And there is my guy from the Braves, Greg Maddux on the glove work. There's another great Atlanta Brave, Dale Murphy. So a couple nice cards, Barry, for you for the Braves. There's Matt Chapman, rookie Cam Sanders for the Pirates. That puts the Pirates back in the lead. That hit counter got a little quiet for a while. We're up to 12. Ben Joyce, Christian Walker, Castillo. Cody Larson for the Twins. Ketel Marte, Seth Lugo, Lars Nootbaar, Jake Palish, rookie for the White Sox. Cole Ragans Burleson. Jonathan Pintaro for the Mets. Logan O'Hoppe Paredes. Eugenio Suarez. Philip Abner for the Diamondbacks. Mountcastle, Blake Perkins, Jared Young. Sunridge for the Angels. There's a Jackson Churio for the Crew. Justin Verlander going to be retiring after this year, so he says. Andre Granillo. Brooks Baldwin. Luis Gill for the Yankees. That's going to put them at 3, and we're at 13 now, moving on the hit counter a little bit. Edgar Caro, Cade Povich, that's Maury's grandson, Mike Burrows. Zach Cole, rookie for Houston. Ciccone, Brian Reynolds. Carter Jensen's a nice rookie for the Royals. Jarren Duran, Pablo Lopez, Robert Hassel, and the Dirt Dynamos again for the Padres. Time for another bonus leprechaun. The next one on the list is the Boston Red Sox. Boston Red Sox. This one's going to be not maybe quite as obvious about who my all-time favorite Boston Red Sox player is. If you guess it and either chat correctly first, you get a leprechaun. There is a Yankees foil on a team card, so congrats to our Yankees spot, John, for that one. We got a first pitch, Hayden Christensen. Weirdly enough, the other day I was like, you know what? I'm going to start pulling these aside when I find them out of my collection and thing, just because they're a unique thing. So I've started collecting the first pitches. So congrats. I'm pretty certain that goes to the Chicago Cubs on there. So congrats, Jonathan. We got Adrian Beltre on the All-Star Parallel. Austin Wins. Griffin Conine. McClanahan. There's that Yankees team card again. Catching up on the guess. Not Jim Rice. Not Wade Boggs, but Wade Boggs shot way up there with it. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia episode, but it's not Wade Boggs. Rage, what's up? Rage, we just pulled a Bryce Eldridge when you were away. Kyle Bradish, Freddie Peralta, Shane Bieber, DC Dudes, Justin Steele, Dylan Cease. The duos, I love that with the trident on there. There's Seiya Suzuki, Jeff McNeil, Garcia, Jonathan Cannon. There's another Yankees pitcher, Garrett Cole. So the Yankees go to 4, and we're at 14 now on the hit counter. Not Carl Yastrzemski. Yeah, I'll show you the Eldridge in just a minute. Amador, Gavin Lux, Alec Boehm. There's Joey Ortiz, Zeke Duran, Cardinals team card. There's Drake Baldwin on the Gold Cup, Liam Hicks, Cedric Mullins, Angels team card, Zach Galoff, and Miguel Rojas. So you wanted to see the Bryce. There he is. Bryce Eldridge in all of his glory for you. Going to the Giants spot to John. There's Corey Lee, Paul Goldschmidt, Max Muncy, Kyle Leahy, Chase DeLauder for the Guards, Gurriel swishing his 3 from third, Michael Massey, Mason Wynn. Turned around, we've got a Rosarina on the teal. Now these are not numbered, but short printed nonetheless. Congratulations for Seattle on a little color match there on the teal foil. Congrats to Mike N. Sweet Rosarina. I'm a big Rosarina fan. There's Wyatt Langford on the Sandblast Glitter for Tejas. You got Mike Trout on the glove work for the Angels, Dustin. Harry Ford on the rookie parallel for the Nationals. Jake Irvin, Marte, Torkelson, Laureano, George Valera for the Guardians. Freddie Freeman, Young-Hoo Lee, Nunez. So we did, Big Papi, good guess, but it's not Big Papi. So we still haven't quite gotten it yet. My favorite all-time Red Sox. It's not quite the biggest name. It's not like legend type of name necessarily. He's definitely a known entity. He played a long time, very popular player, but not quite the big name, if that helps narrow you guys a little bit. Dylan Dingler, Ryan O'Hearn, Nick Fortes. There is a Murakami, so we are definitely not getting blanked for the White Sox. That makes me happy, Jonathan. We're not done yet. We got the Mojos as well. So I think we still got some room for you here with the White Sox. Gustavo Campero, Lance McCullers. He's now a Brewer and got designated for assignment yesterday. Leo Rivas. There's a Braves rookie, Hayden Harris. So the Braves pitchers go to 5, tying up the hit counter, and we're at 15. Cal Tucker, Yenner Diaz, or Rosarina. Orioles team card. Brent Rooker. Will Smith, Rafael Flores, rookie for the Pirates. Pedro, not Pedro. Pretty good guess, too, but not Pedro. Parker Meadows, Joe Musgrove. McCade Brown for the Rockies. And Kyron Paris. We got a few cards left here. Looks like we're going to get one of those gold out of 2026. It looks like, or something there is gold. And then, of course, we got these guys as well. And you guys still bonus leprechaun up for grabs for who can guess first who my favorite all-time Boston Red Sox is. Your team's losing by 20. How much time's left in the game there, Rage? Roger Clemens is very close. One of my favorite stories about Roger Clemens is how he trained. He punched into a bucket of sand. He would punch like 200 times a day into a bucket of sand, and he said that that's how he built all the strength in his arm. But that's not it. Veritek's not it. These are some good guesses. You guys are stretching a little bit, and I like that. Rocchio, Ranger Suarez. There's another Trey Yesevich for Toronto, Dave. Tanner Gordon. Mike Burrows, Zach Cole for Houston. Slade Ciccone, Brian Reynolds. Carter Jensen, rookie on the Royals. And it is one of the gold numbered to 2026. And it is Cedric Mullins for Tampa Bay. So, Dustin, congratulations. It is 2012 out of 2026. 2012 was a pretty good year. Not Dwight Evans. A little more modern. In the era of Veritek and Poppy, if that helps you guys. In the era of Veritek and Poppy. Not Chipper Jones. Did Chipper never played with Boston, right? He only played with the Braves. We got the Beebs on a foil. We got J-Rod on the glove work. And the final card before our 2 Mojo packs is Joey Votto on the All-Star game. So, yeah, think of the Ortiz Veritek era. He was a player in that era for the Red Sox. All right, so we've got our last 2 packs. Now, I'll give you guys a flash here of how you're doing on the hit counter. You are at 15, and we got a 2-way tie. So right now, everyone who made guesses has a shot because they have Pirates or Braves. And then right now, Jason, you're the closest. 17, the closest to 15 right now. So Jason's in line to get it. If we get a couple more, then you guys might get one. Hey, there he is. Adam Brent, you got it. Dustin Pedroia. Good one. I like the Tim Wakefield, too. I was a Wakefield fan, but it's Dustin Pedroia. So, Bet and Brent, you get a bonus leprechaun for guessing Dustin Pedroia. All right. Nice work, guys. Took a while to find that one. I love it. Hopefully you guys are having some fun guessing on my favorite players. And for our first pack, we've got, of course, the placeholder card. Then we've got the Butler did it. Lawrence Butler on a little Mojo 91 action for the A's. Jason. Schwarber on the landscape Mojo for the Phillies. Ben. Congratulations. For the Diamondbacks, it's Corbin Carroll on All-Star Parallel. Congrats, Timothy. And we do have a numbered card here, guys, for the Cubbies. Jonathan, how about to 150, 57 out of 150 on the Seiya Suzuki on the Blue Mojo. What a sweet-looking card that one is. So congratulations, Jonathan, on the Blue Mojo for the Cubbies. 57 out of 150 on the Seiya Suzuki. And our last pack. The hit counter didn't get one in that pack. Let's see if it gets one here. There's our placeholder card again. And our first one is going to be Imai rookie Mojo for Houston. John, congrats. That is a nice one. Another nice rookie here for the Orioles, Basayo. Congratulations, Daniel. The Giants don't know what the playoffs are. Yo, when is the last time, Rage, that the Giants have been in the playoffs? It's been decades, hasn't it? Red Sox, Jaron Duran on the All-Star Mojo. Congrats, Timothy. And our final card of the break, how about a big unit for Seattle? Congratulations to Mike N. on the big unit. 2021, they're in the playoffs. That was a quick answer on there. I don't think you even had to look that one up, did you? Oh, see, I don't like that update. 16-3. I think we just felt bad for the Giants after Rage said they hadn't been in the playoffs in so many years, so we had to let them win it all. All right, guys. So we take a look at that hit counter, and we did end up at that tie. So John, Jason, Gregory, Tim, you guys did get predictions in time. I think Rage, you got one in as well, but again, until we get an address from you, we wouldn't be able to ship you anything. But so you guys got leprechauns, and then Jason, the closest to 15 at 17, you got a leprechaun, and then we had those bonus leprechauns won by Jason, and Brent. So nice work, guys. And let's do a recap of the first break. We got Randy Johnson on the Mojo, Jaron Duran, Corbin Carroll, Kyle Schwarber, Lawrence Butler. We got the Basayo Mojo, Imai, Suzuki to 250, Mullins to 2026, Yesevich, Murakami, Rosarina on the teal, Hayden Christensen on the first pitch, the Yankees foil, Michael Young autograph, Bryce Eldridge, there's Imai rookie card, a Vladdy Jr. patch, early was to 399 on the gold or yellow, Yesevich, Sal Stewart, and a Shohei. So we are one. Save up all the leprechauns. I don't trust our ability to keep track of that all that well to do that. But once we have your address, we will surely include you in the leprechaun races and happily send you your winnings if you win anything. All right. So we look at our schedule. We slammed some of the live stuff and still pretty much stayed right on time here. Our next break up is going to be 3 of these 2025 holiday mega boxes. But because I'm pretty confident in staying on top of schedule today, I'm going to see if you guys are interested. I'm going to run a couple other things that we didn't run earlier. For example, this is a little bit of a big dog, but again, if you're in the breaks, it's combined shipping, so or you might be max out shipping, you might get it anyways. We've got a full sealed 25-26 Panini Prism Soccer FIFA retail box. Guys, my son opened a box of these a couple of days ago, and now he won't get off my case about getting more of them. They are sweet. It's a great card. If you get any of those guys like Holland or anything like that, they have really good value. So if anyone's interested, it's a little bit higher price tag, but again, you take advantage of the combined shipping. $55 for a sealed Prism FIFA Soccer retail box. Nope, totally fine. Another thing that we've got, if you guys are interested, again, one of the things that I mentioned is I want to try and guinea pig, so I'm interested to see if someone does it. I'm going to bring up this crazy wheel. All right, you guys can see on there. On that wheel is about 60 entries of various things you can buy. I've got 2020. Oh, I can't really see it on there right now, can you? We've got 2022 score fat packs that you could potentially win. We've got 2023 prestige fat packs, 2021 and 2020 score, for example. Some nice big fat football packs. We've got little team bags of numbered cards of each sport that you might win. We've got packs of things like Pokemon, McDonald's Pokemon. We've got a couple mystery packs, like our Cardline Soccer pack. We've actually got a couple of these mini squishy dumplings, the mystery dumplings. And there is some sealed product. For example, one might win this blaster box. And what you do to win that would be I'm going to run an auction for a $3 bid. And if anyone wins that bid, then we're going to spin this wheel and you are going to get the prize. So if you bid $3 and the first prize that comes up is this guy, boom, you're done. Just like that, right? So I'm going to run that, see if anyone's interested. Again, it's a $3 opening bid. And if anyone does take it, then we're going to spin that wheel once and you are going to get whatever comes up on the wheel. All right, I love it, Jade. I thank you for being willing to participate. We're going to, let's see if you get bid up. All right. Love it. All right. So, and guys, this is a little bit of a preview as well. I'm kind of testing it out just to kind of see how it looks and feels. Because if you guys can, join us tomorrow. We got Marty Party back 1 week after his birthday. He's back again. He was here Monday too, but back again tomorrow. And he's going to be doing some fun stuff. There's a couple of football breaks that the auctions just closed about an hour ago. But along with those, we're going to be doing basically you race Marty the Leprechaun and for a thing. So it'd be a similar thing where you'll bid like $3, or you could bid 7 or 12, and $3 gets you a pack of cards at a minimum, and then you're gonna race Marty in a Leprechaun race. If you win, you get a spin the wheel for a potential upgrade up to all the way. We're gonna have a hobby pack as our kind of grand or hobby box as kind of our grand prize. And if you increase the bid, so for example, if you bid up from $3 to $5, you get to remove how many leprechauns race against you, where you can get all the way to where you can be racing Marty one-on-one to upgrade those things. And it's a whole bunch of different products and boxes and things we've got. So it should be a lot of fun. That's all going to be on our show tomorrow. So you have to be on eBay, obviously, to make the bids, but we'll be streaming it on eBay and YouTube. So come hang out with Marty tomorrow, play along with that. I hope it'll be a lot of fun, and I hope it gives you guys a chance to win some pretty cool stuff. But so J-Dog, thank you for playing along on that. And so what we're going to do here is I'm going to click spin for you, and you are going to win whatever comes up on the wheel. A Pokemon McDonald's pack comes up. Now, this is a sneaky good value, quite frankly. They're only a couple dollars. I guess you got them for free if you got a Happy Meal once upon a time. But the boxes are collectible. You could see the actual box itself. A lot of times, people have them listed for anywhere up to like $5 a piece just for the box. And then inside is a promo pack of 4 Pokemon cards. J-Dog, thank you for participating in that one. We're going to remove that. So the wheel is going to get bigger each time. Yeah, technically, the meal costs money, right? So you got that one. Congrats on that. And then, like I said, every time we would do this, the prizes, there's going to be less there. So the odds of hitting the bigger prizes are going to be bigger every time. So we'll try a couple more. See if you guys want to have some fun with us on this. Again, it's a $3 opening bid, gets you a spin. And Rhino's in on it. And for those of you joining us for the breaks we got going tonight, we're going to be getting in that Topps Holiday Mega Box here in just a moment. But we're having a little fun with some games. We got Rhino putting a spin on there, Rhino. All right. So, again, same deal. Thanks, A-Dog. Appreciate you, man. And so what we're going to do, Rhino, is we're going to spin this guy, and you're going to get the prize that comes on it. Here we go. We got some numbered football cards. All right, so you are getting a team bag that has, what's in there? It has 5 numbered football cards in there. There's one missing. There's going to be 5 in there. There's a 4th. I think the thickness got us. There was a 5th in here. I promise you we're going to add one in there. But you're getting 5 numbered football cards for your spin on the wheel. Thank you so much. And then Max, if we can make sure we add a card in there.
There were 2 like smaller.
Yeah. What's that mean? Yeah, just let's make sure we do that. So. Don't worry, we're not scamming. That's just a pure mistake. That one was a little thicker, and so we were quick putting some in some team bags. So there will be a fifth one in there. Absolutely. There we go. You guys can see right now, we're going to put that one in there. So there are 5 numbered cards in there. Sorry about that, Rhino. All right, so we're going to remove that prize, and the wheel gets just a little bigger. We'll try a couple more spins. And again, we'll get started on the 2025 Topps Holiday Mega Boxes here in just about 2 minutes or so. All right, I'll run it one more time. So again, like 2 other folks have played along so far, you put a $3 bid in and on the wheel. You know, a lot of the odds are going to be a couple of those number cards, packs, things like that. There's some fun stuff in there, but again, the bigger prizes are some couple sealed boxes and some bigger packs that are going to well exceed the $3 if those are the ones you hit. We will revisit those a little bit later. Thank you guys both, Rhino and J-Dog, for taking part in that. We appreciate it. Again, back to our schedule. We're going to be rolling here now, and I should be able to make that time back up. We're going to be knocking down our 3 2025 Topps Holiday Mega Boxes. Get it back in the center there. And then after that, in about 45 minutes or so, we'll do some more live stuff. We'll get into our 2026 Donruss, and then we'll finish up with 2025 Donruss Baseball. And those times are Central Time. As we get into the team list for our Topps Holiday break, I want to make sure to give a special shout out to all of our holders here. We got Scott J with the D-backs, the Braves, the Orioles, and the Red Sox. We got Jonathan with his Cubs again. Sparks with the White Sox. Scott with another one with the Reds. Matty D with the Guardians. Greg with the Rockies. Chelsea with the Tigers. Let's see, I forgot that they do this little lip there. There we go. And we've got the ornament in there. I want to make sure I don't bend that up. There's empty box number 1. So I'm going to do 2 of the 3 boxes, by the way, as the halfway point. So you get the 2/3 of the waypoint before you'll have to lock in your predictions for the hit counter. So I'll get the packs out for the first 2 boxes. There we go. We're going to slide our ornaments over here for 1 second. I will reveal those in just a moment. But I'm opening up some packs while I finish thanking everyone. Greg with the Rockies, Chelsea the Tigers, Scott J the Astros, Wayne the Royals, John the Angels and the Dodgers, Greg the Marlins. We got Sparks with the Crew, Greg the Twins, Garrett the Mets, John with the Yankees and A's. Wayne has the Phillies, the Pirates, the Padres, the Giants, the Mariners, and the Cardinals, as well as the Rangers and the Blue Jays. So, Wayne, I got a feeling I'm going to say your name a couple, 2, 3 times here. Dave's got the Rays, and Jim has the Nationals. So, thank you guys for filling those spots. Appreciate you. Jason, we will send you your winnings if you win any. I appreciate you joining in. Have a good night, my friend. Rage, thanks for saying good night, Jim. Appreciate you. That's part of the welcome committee. All right, so those are the teams. Thank you guys so much again. Good luck on all the spots. Let's bring up the hit counter. And Jason, if you're still in before you go ahead and get at least a hit counter prediction in to see if you can win some more leprechauns. We're doing teammates. So we've got Vladdy Jr. and Bo Bichette from Toronto. We've got Bryce Harper and Kyle Schwarber hey, I love that you love life, from the Phillies, excuse me. We've got Altuve and Yordan Alvarez from the Astros. And then we've got Corbin Carroll and Ketel Marte from the Diamondbacks. So your guys' challenge, should you choose to accept it, is to tell us which of those pairings is going to get the most cards in this break. Again, we say hit counter, But in this case, it's any card. So it can be a base card as long as it's one of those 8 guys. I see one of our short prints right there. That's pretty sweet. It's not a guy from the hit counter, but it's an elf hat short print. I love those. I'm a Topps Holiday is one of my favorite sets. I know it's a little more gimmicky, but I love the short prints. I love the Santa hats and the belts. I like it when they're subtle too. One of my favorites is when the ball is the snowball versus the ball. And those are ones you could miss those once upon a time. One of that I didn't like was back in like 2019. They did where they hung like a little team ornament from their bat or something like that. I have a Christian Yelich one, and you have to look at it about 15 times with a magnifying glass to find the little ornament in there. So it's easy to miss when you're doing something like this where you're breaking a ton of cards. But anyways, you guys guess which of those pairings is going to get the most cards in this break and what the total of all 4 is going to be. If you get them correct, you're going to get leprechauns. If you get the total of all 4 correct within 1 in either direction or dead on, you're going to get a leprechaun as well. And then all those leprechauns are going to race for you guys at the end of the evening for some free Series 2 packs we got to give away again. All right, so get those predictions in. I'm going to take the hit counter off, and away we go. Our first 2 ornaments. Unfortunately, that one got a little banged up in the box there. It's the top of it, which is okay. The rest of it's all right. But we've got Jose Ramirez, and then we got Kyle Tucker. And I don't know if there's a short print on the ornament or not, if that's just the picture. But Kyle Tucker for the Cubbies has his Santa hat on. So congrats to the Guardians and the Cubs for that. And our first card is going to be Kumar Rocker on the rookie for the Rangers. Wayne, you're on the board. There's Reese Hines for the Reds. Mason Wynn on the Gold Cup. Hunter Green. Julio. Evan Carter. Cole Ragans. Sagano, rookie for the Orioles. There's a Roki Sasaki, the rookie for the Yanks, the Dodgers. Congratulations to the Dodgers spot, John, on your first rookie. Hey, there's an elf hat, Jacob Wilson for the A's. It's a nice rookie short print, John. Got Jacob Wilson on the elf short print. Just loaded with rookies in this set as well. There's Alcantara for the Cubbies. Young-Hoo Lee, this picture cracks me up because he's obviously about to hit it, but you cannot tell me that doesn't look like that's about to hit him right in the junk. Young-Hoo Lee getting hit in the junk. Nacho Alvarez. There's Matt Strom. And there's another Jacob Wilson to go with our short print Jacob Wilson. John, congrats. How about a Shohei? Guys, how can you not? Even a base Shohei. At this point, you have to sleeve and top load them. Even base cards are selling for multiple dollars of Shohei right now. It's bananas. There is Mookie Betts, Ozzie Albies, Rhett Lauder. We've got some great cards coming out of here. This is Marty's guy, Juan Soto, Nolan Schanuel, Byron Buxton, Matt Olson, Zach Wheeler, Nolan Arenado. There is Trace Sweeney on the rookie. I'm just looking back through, making sure I didn't miss one of those guys. We did not miss one of those guys yet. But let me know about it in the chat if I did happen to miss one. Santander, Mason Miller. Oh, we had a second card there. We had Mason Miller. And hanging on there was the blue glitter rookie, Ryan Bliss, for the Mariners. So congratulations, Wayne, on that one. There is Santander, Sale, Real Muto, Pete Crow Armstrong, Matt Chapman, Luis Robert Jr., Will Warren, rookie for the Yankees. Mason Miller is a scary good pitcher, that's for sure. Carlos Correa. On for the Twins, turned around, we got Luke Keyshaw. That's a numbered card, guys. Chrome purple to 299. Congratulations to our twin spot, Greg W. Keyshaw to 299, and we've got George Kirby right behind him with the silver glitter for the Mariners. Wayne. You know, like he's in the Giants division, yeah. Castillo, Ricky Angel Martinez, Josh Young, Jose Altuve, Darren Baker, rookie for Washington. Time for a bonus leprechaun. We're on to the Chicago Cubs. So if you guys can guess in either chat, Padres suck anyways, who my favorite Chicago Cub of all time is, you will get a bonus leprechaun. Seiya Suzuki, Hayden Birdsong, Emmanuel Clase, Junior Caminero. And we've got Jackson Holiday on the Carolina Blue, I think they call this one. A little bit more short printed, I think. I don't know. It's not numbered, though. And there's another Shohei. This time he's pitching. So we got both variations of Shohei already for the Dodgers. John, congrats. Not Sammy Sosa. Not Slammin' Sammy. Michael Harris. There's Christian Yelich. Rookie Matt Shaw for those Cubbies. Chase Dollander, rookie for the Rockies. Jack Flaherty. Orelvis Martinez, rookie. Kremer Valdez. C.J. Abrams. I just teased up there. We got Tyler Soderstrom on the silver. And if you guys saw it behind it, we got another elf print short parallel there. Soderstrom there. And it is rookie Cam Smith with the elf hat on for Houston. So Scott J., congratulations. You got a Cam Smith rookie short print with the elf hat. Congratulations. Let me grab some more top loaders. Nate Eovaldi is turned around, but I think that's just because I had the pack turned around. Nate Eovaldi. Then we've got Nick Kurtz on the rookie for the A's. John, so the A's have produced 2 Jacob Wilsons, including the elf hat, and then now Nick Kurtz. There is Ellie De La Cruz, Ryan Helsley, Spencer Steer, George Kirby, Freddie Freeman, Greg Maddox. No, Greg Maddox. Actually, yes, Greg Maddox was a Cub, wasn't he? So, but that was not who I intended as my favorite Cubs player of all time. Just my favorite Braves player. Kerry Carpenter, Freddie K, Ralph Devers, Yu Darvish, Austin Riley, Austin Wells on the Gold Cup. There's Mike Trout, Cade Horton, rookie for the Cubbies, Chandler Simpson, rookie for the Rays, Jose Ramirez and Alec Burleson. We got Rafael Devers on the silver glitter for those Gigantes, Rages Giants. There's Sal Frelick, Acuna Jr. There's Bryce Harper, Crochet, Jackson Merrill on the Gold Cup, Benintendi, Randy Arozarena, Alex Bregman, Manny Machado, and we've got one of the cookie backs for the Rangers. It's Corey Seager on the cookie back. Congratulations, Wayne. I'll give you a hint on the Cubs. Let's see. Let me think of a good hint to give you on that one. Well, this will probably make it easy. It's not Maddox, and it's a pitcher. That's actually a big hint. Sean Burke. Got Tyler Locklear. That is Heather's great nephew, Tyler. Stephen Kwan, Shane McClanahan, Christian Walker. Rookie Kobe Mayo. We still have not gotten one of our guys on the hit counter, for crying out loud. Brian Reynolds, Gunnar Henderson, Andrew McCutcheon. You got Jason Dominguez on the silver glitter. We got Wyatt Langford, Jensky Noel rookies. Kumar Rocker on the rookie. Reese Hines, Mason Wynn Gold Cup. Caden Dana, it's just rookie after rookie. David Festa, Drew Romo. This is super rookie heavy. That's another reason why Holiday is such a good set, actually. Garcia, and there's the nice. Actually, that's the Carolina blue. I forget what the deeper blue is, but that's the Carolina blue. Bryce Harper for the Phillies. So, Wayne, congrats. Paul Skeen's cousin? No. The other hint, this should well, I maybe won't give it away, but if anyone kind of keeps up on these guys, it will definitely give it away. So the first one, it's my favorite. You guys are guessing my favorite Cubs pitcher of all time. The clue I gave was that he's a pitcher, and then here's the second clue I gave: is he very recently made his debut for the Savannah Bananas as well. Hunter Green, J-Rod Alcantara on the rookie. Young Hoo Lee getting in the junk Hoo Lee. Nacho Alvarez, Riley Green, Will Wagner for Toronto. Vinny Pasquantino, the Italian Stallion, and Ben Rice, numbered card to 299 on the purple for the Yankees. John, congratulations. That's a very nice Ben Rice to 299. Got Austin Hayes for the Reds on the silver glitter. Scott. Matt Strom. There's another Jacob Wilson for the A's. Another Juan Soto, Shenwell, Byron Buxton, Jarren Duran, Griffin Conine from Miami, Logan Gilbert, Ballesteros for the Cubbies. We got Colton Cowser on the deep blue glitter for the Orioles. Congrats, Scott J. There's Matt Olson, Zach Wheeler, Chris Sale, Realmuto, Pete Crow Armstrong, Drake Baldwin rookie card, Brenton Doyle. There's another Cam Smith. No elf hat this time. Jackson Jobe for Detroit. And we got Rookie of the Year Drake Baldwin on the silver glitter. There's Matt Chapman, Lubob, Castillo, Martinez rookie, Josh Young. There is our first entrant for the hit counter. It is Bo Bichette. Bo Bichette getting us our first. Oh no, Bryce Harper came up as well. So we're at 2 there. So we're at 2 on the hit counter now, guys. Did that Kellogg guy play on the Cubs? No, but K is a letter that would help you figure out who it is. Dansby Swanson, Helio Ramos, Tristan Casas. We got a Shohei turned around, guys. Is this going to be a Shohei short print for the Dodgers? John, I sure hope so. It is! Can you guys spot the short print part of it? If I get a little bit closer there. He's got a candy cane hanging out of his butt. He also, you can barely see it, but his bat is a candy cane bat, too. Shohei Ohtani on a short print, guys. I know that we usually say it has to be under 100, but I feel like we got to celebrate that one a little bit. How about a short printed Shohei Ohtani for the Dodgers? John, congratulations. Well played, my friend. The chat didn't have your back. No, the chat's super quiet today. I don't know what's going on. Apparently, I'm not as exciting as Marty Party, I guess. Jose Altuve, Darren Baker. I gotta have Max come do a dance for you guys or something to wake you up. How about another Shohei? So, John, we've gotten you 3 regular Shoheis and the Shohei short print, candy cane bat and pockets. Michael Harris. I love this picture too because that glove, it looks like it's a freaking ghost glove hanging out in there. Yelich, Xander Bogaerts, Adley Rutschman. Hey, Paul Skeens on a gold cup for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Wayne, congrats. Oh, the chat GPT. Well, we could talk about the chat too. Hopefully that woke some folks up. There's Brent Rooker. And we've got Thomas Sajaci on the rookie Sandblast glitter. Or not Sandblast, but the silver glitter for the Cardinals. Wayne again. Congrats, Wayne. There is Max Fried. And then again, I don't think there's short printing here. I think I just had another pack turned around in the wrong direction. But we do have Matt Shaw, rookie. Chase Dollander and another Nick Kurtz. So congrats to the A's spot, John, and another Nick Kurtz. Ellie De La Cruz, Helsley. There's rookie Ben Rice. Taylor Ward, I love this. He's got the Victus pencil bat. Zebby Matthews, Chris Bryant, Spencer Steer, Kirby, Rafi Devers, Yu Darvish, Austin Riley, Corey Seager, rookie Zach DeCenzo, Geraldo Perdomo, Salvi Perez. You got Brenton Doyle on the silver glitter for the Rockies. eBay is a little quiet tonight right now, too, as well. Steven, what's going on? I don't know when the next Topps holiday is going to be. These were a couple boxes I had sitting around, and I thought, you know what, let's run them as a break. But I can see if I can get some more and break them. Austin Wells. We do have the auctions closed, but we've got some football tomorrow. But then we've got breaks coming up again next week as well. Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Sunday, I believe, next week. So definitely, if you haven't already, guys, save us as a seller on eBay so that you do get notifications when any of our auctions go up fresh or are closing or when our shows come on. And then whether you're in YouTube or any other channel, please hit those like and subscribe buttons. We're still marching towards that goal of 10,000 followers on YouTube. So anything you guys can do to share our channel with your friends, we'd appreciate it. There's Mike Trout, Sal Frelick, Acuna, Bryce Harper. So that actually was the third Bryce Harper, now that I think about it. So we're up to 4 on the hit counter, by the way. Kikuchi, Marcelo Meyer, Christian Campbell. Boy, the Red Sox have been quiet, and then we get 2 rookies for the Red Sox right away. Augustine Ramirez. And there is another short print. It is Spencer Schwellenbach. So we do get about 2 per box. That's the second one of that second box. That's pretty sweet. Wrong Bryce, right? Schwellenbach for the Bravos. Scott J, congrats. Scott, I believe that's your second short print. There's Garrett Crochet, Jackson Merrill on the Gold Cup. Sean Burke. There is Heather's uncle, if you would believe, Tyler Locklear. Stephen Kwan, Cal Rella, the Big Bopper, Ian Happ, Willie Adames, Jordan Westberg, and we're going to finish off box number 2 with a silver glitter of William Contreras for the Brewers. Sparks. All right, so let's see how you guys are doing on the hit counter. We got, this was not a great hit counter. Which is, I mean, you guys look at those 8 names and tell me you didn't think we would get more of those guys in there, right? But get those predictions in, guys. It is absolutely free to get your predictions in. There's no purchase necessary to play along in the hit counter. You just got to tell us. We've got 1 more box to open, and you got to tell us which spot is going to get the most cards. You got Bryce and Schwarber in a big lead right now, considering 2 of them haven't even come up yet. There's an empty box. And if you guess it correctly, there is a Jordan, by the way, so that's going to change things a little bit. But guess which spot's going to take it, and the total number of all 4 of those spots combined is going to be. Right now, we're at 2 out of 3 boxes, and we only managed to get 4. So, I wouldn't go super high on this, but let's hope that some of these guys come up, right? We've gotten 1 Bo Bichette. We haven't seen Vladdy Jr. yet. We've seen 3 Bryce Harpers. I don't believe we've seen a Schwarber yet. We haven't seen Altuve or Jordan Alvarez, I don't believe. And we haven't seen Carroll or Marte. Max, if you have a second and can just double check the team spots on those as you're sorting, maybe I missed an Altuve. I'm not sure. But as of right now, we're at 4. You get those predictions in and see if you can win a Leprechaun. We also are long overdue. Actually, well, we can't do a new team yet because you guys also haven't gotten Leprechaun for my favorite Cubs player of all time yet. So, again, I'll recap. It was my favorite Cubs player of all time. He is a pitcher, which helps narrow it down quite a bit. As well as you need to tell us, or as well as the next clue I gave was that he also recently made a debut for the Savannah Bananas. So if you can tell me who that is, you will get a bonus leprechaun just for guessing it. And once you guys do that, then we will bump along to the next team, which would be the White Sox. So here we go. Lock in those hit counter predictions. Make your guesses on who is going to be the who my favorite Cub is. And yes, the ornament does count. And the ornament for this one, by the way, is, I'll get the hit counter off there, is Yordan Alvarez for the Astros. So that one's going to Scott J. And so Altuve and Yordan go to 1. And we're up to 5 on the hit counter now. And we are going to have Max close the hit counter in just a second while I get rolling. There's Trey Turner, Shea Langoliers. There is Aaron Judge for the Yanks. There's Ketel Marte. So we're waking up. Marte and Carroll get on the board, and we're at 6 on that hit counter now. We've got Royce Lewis, Christian Walker, James Wood, rookie for the Nationals, Connor Norby for the Marlins, Max Fried, and we got another cookie back here, guys, and it's going to go on the hit counter as well. How about a Yordan Alvarez cookie back parallel? That one, the Astros having a pretty good break, all things considered. Scott, congrats. Alvarez goes on there, and Yordan and Altuve go to 2. We're now up to 7. Hit counter is getting live. Ian Happ, Willie Adames, Jordan Westberg, Nick York, rookie for the Pirates, Schwellenbach for the Braves, Burke for the White Sox. There is Heather Locklear's brother-in-law, Tyler, Stephen Kwan, Shane McClanahan, and the Astros continue to stay hot in this break with a silver glitter Cam Smith. So, Scott, congrats. Kikuchi, Marcelo Meyer, and Christian Campbell always come back-to-back for the Red Sox. Then Ramirez follows, and the Big Bopper. Acuna, there's Bryce Harper again. So Harper and Kyle Schwarber go up to 4. We're at 8 all of a sudden on the hit counter now. Crochet, Jackson Merrill on the Gold Cup. And we've got, it looks like it's going to be a short print of Tarek Skubal on the hat, the Santa hat for the Detroit Tigers. That one's Chelsea. Chelsea, congratulations. That is a nice Tarek Skubal on the Santa hat. We got Chris Bryant, Corey Seager, Zach DeCenzo rookie. Perdomo. The wrong Bryce again. Salvador Perez, Austin Riley, Austin Wells on the Gold Cup. Mike Trout, Sal Frelick, Shane McClanahan on the silver glitter. We got Zach Wheeler. And I think I just got another pack turned around here. I did. That pack is led off by a Paul Skeens. Gold Cup for the Pirates. Wayne, congrats. Brent Rooker, Ben Rice on the rookie. Taylor Ward, Zebby Matthews on the rookie. Spencer Steer, George Kirby, Rafi Devers, Yu Darvish, Swanson, Helio Ramos, Tristan Casas, Bogarts, Rushman, Chase Dollander on the rookie, and we've got another Nick Kurtz on the rookie. For the A's, congrats again to John. Spot doing great for the A's. There's Ellie De La Cruz, Helsley. For the Rockies, we got the silver glitter of Brenton Doyle. There's Drake Baldwin, Rookie of the Year for the Bravos. Congrats to Scott J. The Giants were, yeah, I think I remember that actually. Brenton Doyle. There's Cam Smith again. Jackson Jobe. And there's Bo Bichette. So Vladdy and Bo go to 2. And we're at 9 on the hit counter now. And there's another Shohei Ohtani for the Dodgers spot. John, Doing well, including getting that candy cane short print. Pretty sweet. Michael Harris with that ghost glove there. Yelich again. Matt Shaw. And the Reds are going to get Hunter Green on the deep blue. Hey, Max, when you get a sec, I did not fill it. Would you fill that out? Oh, yeah, sure. Thank you. Sorry. There is Hunter Green for the Reds. Scott. And Bryce Harper. We've got Logan Gilbert, Moises Ballesteros, Martinez, Josh Young. There is Jose Altuve. So Altuve and Jordan go to 3, and we're at 10 now. There's Baker, and we got a patch. All right. As I say, there's no way we can go 3 boxes without getting one of the patches on there. How about Frank? Thank you so much. Frankie Lindor for Garrett. On the ornament patch, we got a little Mets pinstripe in there. We will take it. Congratulations on that one, Garrett. The Frankie Lindor ornament patch. All right. And Stephen Quantz. We got a couple numbered cards. So one of the differences in 2025 holiday versus the past is 24 and earlier, they guaranteed a hit, usually a memorabilia card, but they guaranteed a hit along with the short prints. In 2025, they no longer guaranteed the relic or auto. You could get that or the numbered card. So if you guys recall back to our first 2 boxes, we got 2 purple numbered cards. So that third box, we got the relic instead of the numbered card. Riley Green, there's Will Wagner. Pasquantino, Jarren Duran, Griffin Conine, PCA, Matt Chapman, Lubob, Castillo. We got Spencer Steer on the Carolina Blue Glitter for the Cincinnati Spots. Vientos, Caden Dana, David Festa rookie, Drew Romo rookie, Dallas Garcia, Robin a home run, Matt Olson, Zach Wheeler, Chris Sale, JT Realmuto, and the final card of this break is going to be Drake Baldwin on the rookie silver glitter for the Atlanta Braves, going to Scott J. Scott, congrats. I don't know. We may have to just move on from the Cubs. I don't know. Either you guys just don't care about that one, or you're really stumped. But I thought it was an easy one to figure out. Here's going to be our cards for our recap. And if we take a look at our hit counter, we ended up with 10 on the hit counter. And Bryce Harper and Kyle Schwarber with that late Bryce Harper took it with 4. So Rage, you did have Bryce and Kyle. Congratulations. You're sticking with your high number. We didn't quite get there. I think Jason had made a prediction early on before he signed off, and he got a leprechaun for being the closest as well. So congrats on that. And for those of you guys in the chat, join us in the next break because it's free to play on the hit counter. Let me do a recap here. All right. So you need another hint. Oh boy. He had like one of the most strikeouts ever recorded in any game. That makes that should help a lot. So pitcher played with Savannah Bananas recently and had a game where he had like one of the most strikeouts ever recorded in a game. Drake Baldwin. We got Lindor on the patch, Green on the blue, Shohei, Baldwin, Kurtz, Skeens, Scuba on the short print, Cam Smith on the glitter, Jordan on the cookie back, Schwellenbach on the elf hat or the Santa hat, Nick Kurtz, Sajasi, Skeens, Shohei, Drake Baldwin, Ben Rice on the purple numbered, Bryce Harper blue, Corey Seager was a cookie back, Nick Kurtz, Cam Smith with the elf hat, Shohei, Jackson Holiday on the blue, Keyshaw to $2.99, Shohei again, Jacob Wilson on the elf hat, and Roki Sasaki. There you go, Rage. Yeah, you finally got it. It is Kerry Wood. So Max Rage would get a leprechaun in our trivia game. All right. So we are darn near perfect on time here. So why not, before we get into the next break, why not see if anyone joining us on eBay would like to potentially get their hands on some fun. Again, the first thing I'll pull up is that their wheel. If you guys want to play along, again, what we're doing here is we got this big old wheel here full of prizes. Everything from a pack of numbered cards all the way up to some sealed boxes and everything in between, some fat pack football cards, things like that. And what we'll do is we will do a spin is $3. If you make that bid, then you are going to get a spin of the wheel and you get the prize that comes up. If you're in the breaks already, we're going to combine your shipping with you. So don't be afraid of that initial $5.99 shipping if you're already in the breaks. We'll run through that. And then also I'll run through some of the products we've got and things like that as well to see if anyone's interested. But if you want to take a spin on the wheel, see if you can win a free sealed box for $3. Might be worth a try. No. All right, no problem. Let's go through. What else did I have listed on here for fun? All right, we'll go back up this way. All right. So we did have, I'm going to run this guy again because I think this is a heck of a deal if someone grabs it. This is it's Randy Johnson and Stephon Marbury, and it's a dual patch. Again, I was looking and there's some listed, like for $30, which I think is too much on eBay. But there was a recent sold one for, I think it was like $14 or $16 or something like that. I'm going to start the bidding at $5 on the Randy Johnson Stephon Marbury dual relic. Can you have, well, again, Rage, I really would love to share with you, but we still got to figure out that problem of how we get your address, my man. I would love to share with your PC, bud. All right. We're not on that. We had, let's see. We did have, if anyone's interested, I've got 3 Buccaneers. Perfect. We got 3 Buccaneers. Bucky Irvin, Emeka, and Tez Johnson. 3 rookie patches for the Buccaneers. This is the Rob J special, even though he's not joining us tonight. He's a football guy. But you can get 3 patches. An Optic Phenom, a Select, and a Bucky Irvin. 3 patches for an opening bid of $10. If anyone's interested. Nope. All right. Well, not a lot of action on the chat and bidding tonight, but that's okay. 123 Sesame Street. Come on, Rage. We got a little pull on the thing there. But all right, so next up is our 3 boxes of 2026 Donruss mega boxes. So we are going to be doing 3 of these guys. We're full on it. We're going to start this up, and in about 45 minutes to an hour here, then we're going to get into our last break and see if you guys want to play. That's your play almost just. You're not supposed to razz me. You're supposed to have fun with me here. Come on, man. We'll get into that. And so our teams for 2026 Donruss Megabox. Again, we're going to do the same thing as we did last break. With these 3 megas, we're going to do 2 boxes and then 1 box. So you guys will have the 2/3 of the way point to make your hit counter predictions in. And for those of you just hopping into the show, thanks for joining us. Welcome in. Hang out in the chat. Tell us how you're doing. Play along on the hit counter game. If you guys are interested, if you just joined into the show again, first of all, welcome in. But second of all, we had a number of some fun singles and products and things that we can run. If you're interested in grabbing something, including sealed boxes, I've got hockey. I've got a Credentials 2021-2022 Credentials hobby box. I've got a 22-23 Series 1 retail box sealed. I've got a 25-26 FIFA soccer retail box sealed for some stuff. If you guys want to take advantage of combined shipping with the breaks tonight and get some sealed products, we've got that. I've got packs of random things. We can do the $3 wheel to see if you can win a sealed blaster box or better for $3. But as I get into these first 2 mega boxes, guys, I do want to say thank you to Cody with the D-backs, Barry the Braves, Warren the Orioles, Rochelle the Red Sox, Jeffrey C with the Cubbies, Robert with the White Sox, William the Reds, the Guardians to William, and the Rockies to William. John with the Tigers and the Astros. We've got Wayne with the Royals, Matt the Angels, William the Dodgers, James D the Marlins, John the Brewers, Scott with the Twins. We got John with the Mets, the Yankees, and the A's. Wayne with the Phillies, Tim the Pirates, Wayne with the Padres, Alan the Giants, John the Seattle Mariners, Wayne the Cardinals, the Rays, the Rangers, and the Blue Jays. So Wayne, I hope I'm calling your name again often, just like I did in the last break. And Jim with the Nationals, going for some Eli Willits. Good luck. Yeah, this break is break 1, 2, 3, 4. I love it. That's a good sign, Rays. That means we're gonna hit something numbered 12 out of 34. How's that sound? Or why don't we just go ahead and pull like a 101 printing plate for break 1, 2, 3, 4? I didn't notice that earlier though until you said it. It kind of registered in my head. That's funny. All right, so there's the packs for box 2. We'll get into box 1, and then we will revisit. We'll take a look at that hit counter. Actually, I apologize. Actually, I'll do the packs for box 2 while we do the hit counter. We're going to do the same thing again. How about I pull a 101 Rage autograph? You send us an autograph, and we'll pack it up into a mystery pack, and then we'll pull it on stream and make it a little fun. Either that or I'll draw one up. I don't know what you look like, but I will draw up what I think you might look like. Now, granted, my artistry skills are about as solid as drawing stick people, but I'll draw up a Mr. Rage portrait 101. I've been known to do that in the past. We've had some Cardlines family members get random 101s. But for the hit counter, guys, you are guessing in this one. It's Canseco and Ricky from the A's, Ortiz and Clemens from the Red Sox, Griffey Jr. and Vladdy Sr. Not from the same team necessarily, although they both had some time on the Reds, or not the Reds, but red teams, I guess I'd say, whatever. Griffey Jr., Griffey Sr. and Vladdy Sr. Not Griffey Jr., Griffey Sr. and Vladdy Sr. And then Bo Jackson and George Brett. All right, so you tell me which of those 4 pairings is going to get the most cards in this break, as well as what the total of all of them is going to be. And I'm going to hope that these guys don't do me wrong like the last group of 8 did. Hopefully these vets come up early and often. What I've noticed with Donruss is if you get them once, you're going to get them about 10 times out of these megas. So hopefully, and speak of the devil, there's a Roger Clemens. So if you guys want to get early on here, Roger Clemens might be your one. You think Cork Bat's going to do it? Get those guesses in, guys. Canseco and Ricky Henderson, Ortiz and Roger Clemens, Griffey and Vladdy Seniors, and Bo Jackson and George Brett. All right, so here we go. We'll start with the box that had the Roger Clemens. So Roger Clemens gets Boston on the board, Rochelle. It also gets our hit counter on the board right away at 1. And we got Trevor Hoffman, Jackson Churio, Cade Horton for the Cubbies, Hideki Matsui, Rhett Lauder for the Reds, Barry Larkin for the Reds, Christian Campbell, Red Sox, Robbie Alomar. We've got a Christian Campbell turned around on the red and blue. And we've got a Ricky Henderson on the Liberty parallel for the A's spot, John. And that puts Canseco and Ricky at 1. And we're doing good on the hit counter. We're already at 2 on the hit counter. There's another Bryce for your age, not the guy you're looking for. But we've got Bryce Rayner on the rated rookie. And we've got Enrique Bradfield Jr. on a little purple cracked ice for Baltimore Warren. Let's see, this should be numbered. It is. That is 81 out of a 99. Which means it's less than 100. Let's go. Enrique Bradfield Jr., 81 out of 99. Warren, congratulations, my friend. There is Tony Perez on the optic. And how about a black disco Jacob Mizorowski for the Brewers? John R., congratulations. That is a sweet one. Now, Mizorowski doesn't have the rated prospect or rookie designation in this set, but still, getting the black disco, that's a couple buck card for sure. And then there's Jason Lavalette on the blue laser for the Guardians, William. We usually do very well with these Donruss boxes. There is Cam Cannarella, Xavier Nyans on the rated rookie, Alex Lodice, Jason Lavalette again. And we got, sorry, all these are upside down, but I'm not going to sit and flip each one. King Felix, Gil Hodges. There's Bobby Witt Jr., Luis Angel Acuna. There is Ken Griffey Sr. for the Reds on the hit counter. So Griffey and Vladdy Sr. go to 1. We're at 3. There's Josh Gibson. We're going to have to randomize him off. There's Nolan Ryan, Will Clark, Ozzie Smith, and Yadier Molina on the blue. All right, so we had Kerry Wood was my favorite, all-time favorite Cub. We're moving along down the list to the Chicago White Sox. Again, absolutely free to guess. Leprechaun up for grabs. First person to guess my favorite all-time Chicago White Sox. There is Christian Moore on the Rockets, Leo DeRocher on the Liberty, Cam Caminiti for Atlanta on the Liberty, Mike Schmidt. Yeah, Christian Campbell on the blue laser. Optic for Boston, Rochelle. And we got Tyler Bremer on the disco for the Angels. Congrats, Matt. I do like to just make sure that they're not numbered. Usually you can tell, but every once in a while I might miss one. Angel Geno, Gage Wood, rookie for the Phillies. How about a Connor Griffin for the Pirates? Congratulations to Tim on the Connor Griffin. Eduardo Tate from Minnesota. Lee DeRocher for the Cubbies. There's Ricky Henderson again for the A's. So Henderson and Canseco go to 2. There's George Brett hanging upside down, the cork man himself from Mr. Raids. We're up to 5 on the hit counter. Carter Jensen, rookie for the Royals. Donnie Baseball, Mr. October, Reggie Jackson, Hai-Sung Kim. There's an Aaron Judge. We got Bubba Chandler, rated rookie on the red and blue for the Pirates, Tim. We got Pujols on the Liberty and Enrique Bradfield Jr. We got numbered of him. See if we can do the rainbow of him. We got a patch. How about your guy? There he is, Bryce Eldridge, Rage. Look at that. Jersey Kings on the cracked ice. Bryce Eldridge for San Francisco. Alan S. Congratulations. You've got the envy of Mr. Rage himself for this card. Sweet. Bryce Eldridge going to Alan. What a cool card that is. Nice hit for Alan. There's Bryce Matthews for Houston. Miggy Cabrera on the disco for the Tigers, John. Low dice for the Braves on the cracked ice. Churio Marvels for the Brewers, John. Sungjae Kim, rated rookie. Theo Gillen, prospect. Jordan Yost, Ned Yost's son, I believe. And Tyler Bremner. So then you're like, who the heck is Ned Yost? Well, he was the manager of a couple teams, including the Astros and notably the Milwaukee Brewers. Colt Keith, Dave Winfield, Kerstad. We've got Kazuma Okamoto, Alex Rodriguez, James Wood. There is Imai for Houston. Jonah Tong for New York. Albert Pujols. Pie Trainer for Pittsburgh on the red and blue. We got Jonah Tong on the rated prospect for the Mets on the Liberty. Hammond for the Royals and Russell for Texas. There's Marcelo Meyer and a Barry Larkin blue laser for the Reds. William. Tyler Bremner optic rated rookie for the Angels. Zach Root, Ryan Sloan, Alex Freeland, Aiden Miller. Bunch of rated prospects there. Mike Piazza, Darryl Strawberry, Nick Kurtz, Dick Allen, slamming Sammy Sosa. There's Ken Griffey Jr., not on the hit counter, but a Griffey Jr. nonetheless. Brandon Sproat, rookie for the Brewers. My favorite White Sox is not Shoeless Joe Jackson. Madison Baumgartner. How about Pat Murphy? I had to give, since I'm taking over the breaking again for James, he likes to pull Pat Murphy, so I had to pull at least one. For John, there's a Pat Murphy on the red and blue with his turtle in his pocket. Tatsuyami Imai on the Liberty for Houston. John, congrats. Not Sammy Sosa. I will give you guys probably the easy. My favorite White Sox is probably the most famous White Sox of all time. So it's a pretty easy one. Colt Emerson for Seattle. And how about Cam Schlittler on the Jersey Kings for the New York Baseball Yankees? John R. John having a night. Congratulations. How about a Cam Schlittler cracked ice Jersey Kings? I love that card. Congratulations, John. There's Frank Chance. And hey, we got a Miz disco, so why not a Paul Skeens disco for the Pirates? Tim having a break, too. And you don't know any. Yeah, you know at least one other White Sox player. I guarantee you know at least one other White Sox player. He's a big name in the White Sox. That's your next hint. He's a big name for the White Sox. Xavier Nivens for Houston on the laser. How about a bomb squad of the judge is in town. Judge court is in session. Not Murakami. You got to know one more. There is Spencer Jones, Gerangelo Clinche, Slater DeBrune for Baltimore. There is another very sought-after guy who's getting more and more play right now for the Brewers. It is Andrew Fisher. Congratulations to John. We'll see if you figure it out, or anyone else in the chat. For free Leprechaun, you just got to tell us who my favorite White Sox of all time is. Jimmy Crooks, rookie. David Wright, Roman Anthony, Johnny Bench, Jimmy Fox, Deion Sanders, Robin Yount. There's Big Poppy, Euclid, and we've got Jimmy Crooks on the red and blue for the Cardinals. Jimmy Wood, if you will, for the Nationals. Kurt Schoolcraft for the Padres. Seth Hernandez, pretty good one for the Pirates on the Liberty. Elson Howard. Chipper Jones on the Silver Optic. Rhett Lauder for the Reds on the Blue Laser. Slade Caldwell for Arizona. Seaver King on the rated prospect for Washington. Justin Crawford, and for the A's, Devin Taylor. All right, so that was one of 3 mega boxes, and you guys can see how we're doing on the hit counter. We got up to 5 in that box, with Ricky Henderson coming up twice. We did get a David Ortiz that, yeah, you can use GPT if you want to figure out my favorite White Sox. Since it's been this long, normally I would say try and guess them first before you do that, but at this point, use the clues I've given, and it should give you an answer pretty quickly. But we're up to 6 on the hit counter after 1 box. You guys will have through this box now to update your predictions. Speaking of Ortiz, there's another one. So we go to 3. Kevin Euclid, Piazza, Darryl Strawberry, Nick Kurtz, Dick Allen, Slim Sammy, Ken Griffey Jr., Cam Smith, Nolan Ryan on the Liberty for Texas. Albert Pujols on a purple. That, I believe, is going to be numbered for the Cardinals. Wayne. Not numbered. Just a nice retail purple there of Pujols. They tricked me. Summerhill for Tampa Bay. These are my favorite. The clearly Donruss. Bryce Rayner for Detroit. We always love a Bryce. This is Rage's favorite Bryce Rayner. He doesn't like that Bryce Eldridge guy. There we go. Bryce Rayner on the rated prospect. It is Frank Thomas. You are correct. My favorite White Sox is Frank Thomas. So, Rage, you got it. Congrats. There's an Aaron Judge on the optic for John. Chandler Simpson on a disco. We got Zach Root on a blue laser. How you didn't use chat? I knew you'd figure it out. Tyler Bremer, Angel Janelle, Gage Wood. And there's another Connor Griffin for Pittsburgh. So congratulations to Tim on the Pittsburgh spot. We got Peyton Toll, rookie. Jim Tomei, Jimmy Crooks. David Wright, Roman Anthony, Johnny Bench, Jimmy Fox. Deion Sanders, Robin Yount. You got Dylan Cruz on the red and blue. Mike Schmidt on the Rockets. And we've got a Liberty parallel of Josh Gibson. So we're going to randomize that one out. Johnny Farmello on the Liberty. Hai-Song Kim on the optic. We got Cam Smith on the laser for Houston. For Toronto, we got JoJo Parker on the black disco rated rookie. Congrats for Wayne on the Toronto spot. You should feel proud of yourself. Absolutely, Rage. No reason to not feel proud of yourself. That's a good pickup. Aiden Miller. We got Jim Kuhn, Theo Gillen, Jordan Yost again. There's our guy Pat Murphy, Christian Moore, Chase DeLauder. There's Vladdy Sr. for the hit counter. So they go to 2, and we're at 8 on the hit counter right now. Chipper Jones. There's a Paul Skeens for Pittsburgh. Miggy Cabrera. There's a Mizorowski for the Crew. You're doing well. Keep it up. Hideki Matsui and a Ken Griffey Sr. So Griffey Sr. and Vladdy tie up Ortiz and Clemens. We're up to 9. Gavin Fain for Washington. And how about another great patch for Pittsburgh? It's Connor Griffin. Tim C., congratulations, my friend. Connor Griffin on the cracked ice Jersey Kings patch. Patch itself is nothing to write home about, just a white piece of cloth there. But Connor Griffin, nonetheless, that's a good one. That's one of the better prospects we want to get of that. So congrats. We got Reggie Jackson, Mr. October. Montgomery on the disco for the White Sox. And you've got a really nice one here for the Brewers of Andrew Fisher on the blue laser rated prospect. So congrats to John on the Brewers spot. That's a good one. Your Leprechauns will run super fast. We gave them tropical Skittles tonight, so they are ready to go. There's Johnny Bench on the Elite Series for the Reds. There's another Andrew Fisher. Whew. So the Brewers doing well between Mizorowski and Fisher. We got Zach Roots, Ryan Sloan, Alex Freeland. There's Hassan Kim, Aaron Judge again. King Felix, Gil Hodges, Bobby Witt Jr., and Acuna. There's another Ken Griffey Sr. So him and Vladdy Sr. take the lead at 4 now. We're at 10. You'll give him Skittles. Sounds good. Here's another Josh Gibson. We get to randomize off. Nolan Ryan. And there's another nice Jacob Mizorowski on the blue and red foil for the Brewers. Congrats, John. If he can stay healthy and get rid of that arm fatigue, he came back from his fatigue the other day and had 12K or something like that. So, he's in line to win the Cy Young. You got to believe that. Roger Clemens for Boston on the Rockets. So Clemens and Ortiz go to 4. We haven't seen Canseco yet. There's Andrew Painter, Jamie Arnold. There's a nice optic of Bobby Witt Jr. Pudge Rodriguez for Texas on the blue laser. Wayne. Kim for Texas. And we got Luke Stevenson. Brady Abel. Another good one for the Brewers. Joshua Gonzalez for the Giants. and Dupala. Rage, what do you think about Joshua Gonzalez? What's his deal? How good is he? Is he going to make it up, and how good is he going to be? Jonathan. We got Pujols, DeRocher. There's a Ricky Henderson. And anyone else in the chat, feel free to speak up on Joshua Gonzalez. But Rage is the only one really talking to me, so I asked him directly. But if anyone else has any input for us on Joshua Gonzalez, please put it in the chat. There's George Brett for the Royals going up to 2 at 13 on the hit counter. Carter Jensen, rookie. There's Donnie Baseball, Mr. October again. Tony Lazzari on the red and blue. Ozzie Smith. And there is a nice Eli Willits for Washington for Jim on the, that is the Liberty. Sometimes it's hard to tell between the Liberty and the parallel. Your uncle is texting you. I asked what you feel. How do you feel about Joshua Gonzalez, the prospect for the Giants? Is he any good? Hey, Luis Pena on a Jersey Kings for the Brewers. So, boy, the Brewer spot, John, has paid its dividends in this break. That is for sure. They're having a great break. It's a nice patch there of Luis Pena. So, no autographs yet, but we've gotten 4 pretty good patches. Gil Hodges. There's a disco of Elston Howard. Ryan Sloan on the blue laser. The Brewers continue to go with a Prince Fielder bomb squad. Lavalette for Cleveland. We got Andrew Painter. There's an Ethan Holiday for Colorado. There's another one for San Fran. Luis Hernandez. Brennan Sproat. There's Madison Baumgartner still hanging around, I guess. Colt Keith. Actually, no, these are not active players. Kjerstad, except for a few of them. Akamoto for Toronto. A-Rod, James Wood, and there's another Imai for Houston. All right, it's time for a chance at another free leprechaun. We're moving down the list, the Cincinnati Reds. Who is my favorite all-time Cincinnati Red? Bryce Matthews for Houston. Yeah, Kevin McGonigal on the Liberty. Actually, that's a Rocket parallel. Kevin McGonigal on the Rockets for Detroit. John. Will Clark, Will the Thrill. JoJo Parker for Toronto. There's King Felix. Randy Johnson for Seattle on the blue laser. Aiden Miller for Philly. Tate for Minnesota. Camarella, Xavier Nevins, and Alex Lodice. It is not De La Cruz, though he intrigues me, but I already feel like he is falling under potential. I'm also very disappointed in a significant amount of Ellie De La Cruz rookie cards that I hope would go up in value better than they did. So it's not Ellie De La Cruz. But I do like De La Cruz. I like, he's such a unique specimen, I guess we'd say, right? Just tall and long and super, super fast. We're at the hit counter point too, guys. So you are guessing one for Free Leprechaun, who my favorite all-time Cincinnati Reds player was. Too bad Andrew's not joining us tonight. He is the Reds fan. So is James D, I believe. Not Griffey Jr., because I don't consider Griffey Jr. a Red. I know he played for the Reds, but in my mind, in my heart, Ken Griffey Jr. will always be a Seattle Mariner. And then also, guys, you got time here while I rip the packs open for box 3 to make your updated hit counter predictions. So you tell us. There are like 6 or 7 of you guys watching us. So say hi, say something, make a prediction in the chat. It is free to do so. All you got to do is tell me which of these pairings is going to get the most cards at the end of this break. We're 2 out of 3 boxes in, and you got a 2-way tie right now at 4. I would probably rule out Bo Jackson and George Brett, but hey, they could get hot with all the Liberty and Rocket parallels and all those. But you guys tell us which one's going to be on there, and then also what the total number of all 4 is going to be. And if you get that number correct or within one in either direction, you're going to get a leprechaun running you for some free packs. So if you are watching us in the chat, any chat right now, eBay or YouTube, pop in there, write down one of those pairings and write down a number, ideally something higher than 13, and you'll have a shot at some leprechauns. There you go. Hey, James back in there. Welcome in, welcome in. Get those predictions in, guys. Also, if you want to get a free leprechaun as well, right now, going down the list, we are at the Cincinnati Reds. If you can guess who my favorite Cincinnati Reds player is of all time, you will get a leprechaun. So there we go, Max. Give him a countdown and then close the hit counter, please. There is Treyus Savage, Carlton Fisk, Pat Murphy, Christian Moore, Chase DeLauder. There is Vladdy Sr. for that hit counter right away. So they go to 5. They're in the lead now, and we're at 14. We've got Chipper Jones. There's a Paul Skeens. Miggy Cabrera. Yeah, Tony Perez for those Reds. Mariano Rivera on the Liberty. Aiden Miller for Philadelphia. And Leo DeVry for Oakland. There's Sagano on the optic. Mike Schmidt on the blue laser. Angel Janela for Cleveland. Wandy Asajan for New York. Slade Caldwell for Arizona. Seaver King. Justin Crawford. Bunch of rookies there. Pi Trainer. Byung-Hun Kim for Arizona. There is Mr. Wonderful Jose Canseco. Him and Ricky go to 4. And we're at 15 now on the hit counter. Doc Gooden, Matt Shaw, Jacob Wilson, Josh Hamilton, Tony Lazzari. We got Pudge on the red and blue and Yadier Molina. Carson Witherspoon for Boston. And we got a patch for Toronto. It is JoJo Parker with a little bit of the powder blue patch there for Toronto. Wayne, congrats, having a good night. Jersey Kings JoJo Parker on the rookie prospects. Well done, Wayne. It is not Ken Griffey Sr., by the way, my favorite Reds player. There is Mong Sung for the Padres. Young Kim on the disco for Arizona. There's a great Pirates blue laser prospect, Connor Griffin. Congratulations to Tim C. We got Bomb Squad, Ken Griffey Jr. for Seattle. Liam Doyle for St. Louis. Sirota for the Dodgers. Susana for Washington. Merrick Houston. There's your guy, Rage, hanging upside down. Bryce Eldridge. Colson Montgomery, Chandler Simpson, Elson Howard. Frank Chance, Marcelo Meyer, Bryce Matthews, Mike Schmidt, Tony Perez. There's Jason Veritek, and I love it when they do that. Veritek on the red and blue, and Veritek on the Liberty. You got Freeland on the red and blue, and Kalen Culpepper for Minnesota. You got Bryce hung up there. There's Satchel Paige, and there's Vladdy Guerrero Jr. or Senior, excuse me. So Vladdy and Griffey Senior, the seniors go to 6. We're at 16. Bryce Matthews is a nice laser for Houston. Ava Arquette, Ike Irish, some good ones there. Schoolcraft, Josh Hammond. There's Luke Keyshaw, Michael Young, Cal Ripken. We got a Michael Young autograph earlier tonight. Cam Schlittler, Chase Burns, Cam Smith, Randy Johnson, Pudge Rodriguez. There is Bubba Chandler on the rated rookie. There's Barry Larkin. I'm just going to hold that up there for a second as a major hint that could win one a leprechaun if they just repeated what I just said. Yogi Berra. Colson Montgomery on a laser for the White Sox, and Bonnemer for Chicago. It is Barry Larkin. Rage, how did you ever guess it? Barry Larkin is my favorite Reds player. Roberto Alomar. We got Pi Trainer on the disco. So congrats, Rage. You got another one. Granted, right now you're not facing much competition, but nonetheless, you got another one. There's Gage Wood on the blue laser, Marcus Phillips, Gage Jump, Charles Devlin, Arjun Namala, Sungmun Sung. All right, next team down the list. If you guys want to earn a leprechaun, again, if you're watching us right now, all you got to do is make a guess in the chat. It is free to do so. We're moving along to the Cleveland Guardians. Now, this one is not going to be an easy one unless you guys have been around and hang out with us before. Then it's super easy. But who is my favorite Cleveland Guardian? If you guess it correct, you get a leprechaun. Sagano, Jace Young, Bo Jackson. There we go for the hit counter. Bo Jackson and George Brett go to 3. We're at 17. Dylan Cruz, Yogi Berra, Veritek. Yadi Molina, Mariano Rivera. There's another Josh Gibson. That's the red and blue version of it. There is Kim and Dylan Cruz on the Liberty. Travis Bazana on the prospect on the Liberty. Christian Campbell Optic, Marcelo Meyer on the blue laser, and Zaire Hope on the disco, black disco for the Dodgers. Ethan Petrie for Washington, Arias for Boston, Honeycutt for Baltimore, Tommy White. We got Churio, Cade Horton, Matsui, Rhett Lauder. There's Barry Larkin, Christian Campbell, Roberto Alomar, and Satchel Paige. Again, if you guys, first person to guess who my favorite Cleveland Guardian is, and if you guys were with us when I started breaking about a year and a half ago, it is very obvious who that is. If you're newer to us, it's going to be a tough one. So I would recommend to look deep within the Guardians organization to find this one. It is not Jim Thome. Carter Jensen. Tim, I think you've been around long enough where we were breaking this guy. So it's present, so to speak, but this is a guy we were breaking, and I would always get super excited about him. He would always be on our hit counter. So think back to about a year ago. We were breaking a couple products pretty heavily where you could pull this guy from the Guardians. So not Lofton, but Lofton's a good guess. There's Bo Jackson for the Royals. So Bo and Brett go to 4. We're up to 18. So he's a present player in their system. James Tibb. Hey, we got an auto, guys. So that's a bonus hit. And it is an auto for the Brewers because they're having a break. John, how about Josh Knopf on the Laser Signature Series? So we got a bonus hit, guys. Or actually, maybe we got one relic and one auto in here. But how about that? We got an auto. Josh Knopf for the Brewers. Barry Larkin. Tony Perez on the disco. Angel Janau on the blue laser. We have one more really nice Connor Griffin on the Diamond Marvels for Pittsburgh. So Tim for the Pirates and John for the Brewers. Those two teams have seriously delivered in this break. Wewa Aloy, Charlie Condon, Santucci, and our final card jumping on my hands here. 2 back-to-back for the Mets. It is Carson Bench. Carson Bench for the Mets. All right, so we will do a recap. It is not Jose Ramirez, although he is definitely, I like Jose Ramirez a lot. But this one, like I said, a big hint out of there is you're going to have to dig deep into the Guardians organization. He's not a guy that you're going to like search the Guardians and he'll be in their news or anything, I don't think. I hope he's in their news soon. My wallet would love it if he became in their news soon. And that should help give you a hint that I'm talking about someone not on the current MLB roster. But it's someone within their system, and he's been on our hit counter many a time. So there is our stuff we're going to recap in a minute, but we also have to figure out who's going to get these guys. So what we're going to do is we're going to run a leprechaun race, and these guys are going to be the Liberty Parallel is going to be first prize. The red and blue parallel is going to be second prize. And then third and fourth prizes will be the 2 base. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring up our friendly leprechauns. They're excited to get going. Gotta clear that out. We gotta go grab Actually, I grab our teams. Paste in there. 30 teams are in there. We are going to run 14, sticking out in my head, 14-second race. We're going to shuffle you guys up once. And here we go for the Josh Gibsons. We got the Angels and the Rangers making a move. All right, so we've got the Liberty. Josh Gibson is going to the Texas Rangers spot, and that was Wayne. Wayne, congrats. Then the Yankee spot, John, you've got the red and blue parallel coming your way. And then the two base spots are the Houston spot, John again, and the Angel spot, Matt S. So congratulations, guys, on the Josh Gibsons. Let's do a recap. There, you remembered it. You got it. So, J-Dog, what did it take to remind that? Did you go back to one of our old breaks, or did you just remember it? So, guys, the answer, J-Dog got it in the eBay chat. It was our guy, Ralphie Velasquez, is my favorite Cleveland Guardian. So, Max, please kindly give J-Dog 2 leprechauns for guessing my guy, Ralphie. Nice work on that. All right, so let's recap. We got the Griffin Marvels, the Josh Knopf Auto, the Griffin Rated Prospect, JoJo Parker on the patch, McGonigal on the Rockets, excuse me. Pena from Milwaukee on the patch, Eli Willits on the Liberty, Mizorowski on the red and blue, Fisher on the blue laser, Connor Griffin on the patch, JoJo Parker on the disco, Griffin, Aaron Judge on the optic, Rayner on the clearly, Fisher again, Aaron Judge bomb squad, Paul Skeens on the disco, Cam Schlittler on the patch for the Yanks, Imai for Houston, Bryce Eldridge on the patch, Griffin, Tyler Bremer on the disco, Lavalette on the blue laser, Mizorowski on the disco, and Enrique Bradfield Jr. was numbered 81 out of 99. So a fun couple boxes of 2026 Donruss. Thank you guys for taking part in that break. We appreciate you. Congrats to everyone who got hits. Better luck next time for those that didn't quite get all the cards they may have hoped for in that break. There's always another break. There's always another tomorrow to chase that cardboard gold. We do have one more break going into play tonight. We've got our 2025 mega boxes, and we have 3 of those. And if I remind you guys of our schedule, I am right on time tonight. Actually, I'm a little bit ahead of time. So what we're going to do again is I'm going to see, we've got a couple folks who have jumped in and out here on eBay. And let's see if we want to have some fun and run anything. If you guys are looking, I'll kind of recap and just let me know in the chat if you want me to run any of it. I had that pinned up the whole time too. I'm sorry. So a couple of things that I've got is I've got the besides the schedule that's blocking you. This is a hobby box of NBA G League. It is 24-25. You get 4 packs in there, so not a ton of cards, but you do get an autograph in there. So it's a hobby box, and we'll start bidding on this guy at $14 for the sealed box. If you're in the breaks too, it's going to combine the shipping. Anything fun come out of yeah, Holiday was actually great. As you remember from 2025 Holiday, there's so many rookies. But we got a lot of good short prints of like the Santa hats and the elf hats, including we got a Shohei candy cane bat and pocket short print. So that was pretty sweet. And we got a couple nice hits. We got a patch out of there and some number cards. So Holiday was a good time. So we got this. If you guys would want to run that. The other thing that I've got that may be of interest to some of you guys, it's a lot of ripping, 24 packs. Prism FIFA Soccer, all the rage from the World Cup. This is it's international, so you can get most of the leagues out there, all the Premier Leagues and all those, as well as I think MLS guys are in here. Some of the big names like Holland and Messi and those guys, I'm pretty sure you can get them all in here. It's some pretty cool stuff. So if you guys are interested in these, they retail, depending on where you find them, they're going to retail from $60 to $90. We're going to start bidding at 55 if you guys would want to run that. I've got a whole bunch of other packs and things that are available if you guys, and I'll put up in a second, but I've got a bunch of score packs like the fat packs and prestige and things like that. And what we're doing with that, if you guys want to have some fun with it, is we've got this wheel and all that stuff is on there. It's a little bit kind of scrunched in there, but we've got sets of numbered cards. We've got all those fat packs I just showed. We got a couple blaster boxes in there. We've got some mini dumplings in there. But basically, I will run an auction, and a couple people took part in this. J Dog, you did earlier. A couple people ran it, and so a $3 bid is going to get you a spin on this wheel, and then you're guaranteed to get something. Whether it's a couple numbered cards, whether it is an MLS soccer pack, whether it's a sealed box. But $3 gets you a spin, and there's hockey in here. There's some sealed boxes in here. So we'll try that one again. I've got the Randy Johnson, Stephon Marbury card. I've got some Buccaneers cards. I've got a Tom Glavine numbered card to 30. Hey, James is going to take a run at the spin. Mixing in. Thanks so much for that. All right, so again, what we're going to do on this, appreciate it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit spin for you, and let's hope you hit a big prize. Here we go. Slowing down, we've got 5 numbered football cards. So you're going to have a team bag as well. There are 5 numbered. I'll get that off there. So we're going to remove that. The wheel is getting a little bit bigger each time. And so you've got a team bag of 5 numbered cards for football in there. Some Dolphins. We got Leotis McKelvin, if you remember him. Wild card. So pretty cool there. Thank you for getting that. Congrats on your 5 cards. We're going to get that shipped out to you. And again, every time we spin that wheel, we're taking the prize that was won off. So the odds of some of the bigger packs and things like that are going to continue to get better. So we'll see if anyone else wants to run one. James is in for another one. I appreciate it. And of course, will be combined with shipping from the breaks. And here we go. 3, 2, 1, and spin. Blaster box. Hang on, hang on. Oh, you almost won a blaster box with it. But you did win a mini dumpling. So I know that's what you've always wanted. It's one of those guys, the little squishy mini dumplings, which actually for $3, that's kind of like a win if you're talking about prices right on there, because those retail for a little bit more than that. They retail for about $5 to $6, depending on where you can find them. So congrats on that. You can keep this for yourself, or you can give it to a friend once you get it, or a loved one. But you won the squishy dumpling with there. So congrats on that one, and thanks again for playing along. We'll run another one and see if anyone is interested. All right, we got no takers on there. Anyone interested in the Johnson and Marbury. I know I've run them once or twice, and so far no takers, but I'll run them again just because I think it's a cool card, and I think someone should grab it. $5 will get you this. Again, on June 16th, one sold for like $14. So there's definitely the value there. All right. We do have the Erling Haaland card for $1 if anyone wants to grab. If you don't have a Haaland card yet. All right. So let me know in the chat if you guys want me to run anything else. I'm happy to do it. I can do some more spins. Again, I've got, along with the Prism Retail Soccer box, I've got a sealed Upper Deck Credentials hobby box. I've got a sealed Series 2 hockey. And some of those, like the Score Fat Packs, I don't have them listed by themselves because they're prizes on the wheel. But if someone wanted to grab a pack of Score or something like that, I could quick edit one of the listings, and I could put one of those up for you guys. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get us going into the last break of the evening. And if you guys do want me to run anything else, I'm happy to do that. And we'll revisit it, that stuff one more time at the end. Well, I'm just off center today. It's weird. Got to have my V8, I guess. So here we go. We are going into our last break right on time here for our Donruss 2025 baseball mega boxes. If we bring our team list up and we get to 25 Donruss, here we go. And we'll continue through the teams. You guys can get some bonus leprechauns as well just by hanging out and making guesses in the chat of my favorite player from each team as we go through. The next one on the list, we've got the Colorado Rockies. If you guys can guess who my favorite Colorado Rocky of all time is, you'll get a bonus leprechaun. We'll see if you guys can get through these faster. There's empty box number 1. And see if we get through the rest of the teams on here. We'll see. It took a little while to get through some of them. It is not Larry Walker, though. That's a good guess. I like Larry Walker. I'll give you guys a hint in a minute, but we'll have you guys take some guesses first. And so I do want to say thank you. We got James with the Diamondbacks. We've got Cody with the Braves, Corey with the Orioles, Albert with the Red Sox, Scott with the Cubs, James the White Sox, Justin the Reds. We got Scott with the Guardians. We got James the Rockies, Tigers, Astros, Steve the Royals, Dustin the Angels, Brian the Dodgers, James the Marlins, Scott going with the Brewers. The Brewers were hot in 2026. Let's see if they get hot in 2025. You do have Mizorowski as the opportunity, Scott, for the rated rookies on there this time. James D for the Twins, Garrett the Mets, Adrian the Yankees and the A's. Greg has the Phillies, Dustin the Pirates, James the Padres, Alan the Giants, Cody the Mariners, Scott the Cardinals, James the Rays and Rangers, Wayne has the Blue Jays, and Jim has the Nationals. Back with a full stomach. What'd you have for dinner, Rage? You're out west, so yeah, it's dinner time for you. Hope you had something good. Arenado. That is it. Congratulations. Part of the reason why I'm a Nolan Arenado fan is just because he's a great player as well. But the namesake of my oldest son, Nolan. So I like everyone in the league who has a name of Nolan, including Nolan Ryan, who, I'm not going to lie, had a little bit of a sway when I thought about names for kids. The way we went about naming our kids was we did it NCAA tournament style. We let some friends and family put in names into a bucket, and we put in names, and we made brackets, and We went through and eliminated names until we got to a final two, and I put Nolan in as a suggestion, partly because of Nolan Ryan, and we went through it, and that's how Nolan got on there. So, J Dog Max, if you can give J Dog a leprechaun, you got it correct. Good work. Then next up on the list is the Detroit Tigers. If you guys can tell me who my favorite Detroit Tiger of all time is, you're going to get a leprechaun. Oh, you had some quesadillas. Nice. All right, let's get the hit counter up. And so we got one more shot here at winning some leprechauns with a hit counter as well. I'm going with single players. We'll see. Hopefully I don't regret this. But we got Dylan Cruz, Charlie Condon, Nick Kurtz, and The Miz. You guys tell us which of those four prospects in 2025 we're going to get the most cards of, and what the total of all four is going to be. If you get that spot correct, or you get the total within one or dead on correct, you're going to get some leprechauns running in your name. J-Dog, you are hitting it. Good work. Max, give J-Dog another leprechaun. It is Miguel Cabrera. A close second would be Justin Verlander for sure. Miguel Cabrera, even though he came up through the Marlins, I view him mostly as a Tiger. He is a fantastic hitter. I collect Miggy Cabrera on my PC. So Max, give J-Dog one there. And we got some predictions coming in. I love it, guys. We're waking everyone up here at the end. Appreciate it. Play along on the hit counter. Next team we're moving down to is the Houston Astros. Weirdly enough, Justin Verlander, who isn't the one on this one, but I am a big Justin Verlander fan as well. He's an Astro as well, but it's not Justin Verlander. So if you guys, another leprechaun up for grabs, if you guys can tell me who my favorite all-time Houston Astro is. And we got those guesses going on the hit counter, and we're going to get into the break. Here we go. Bert Campaneris, Slammin' Sammy, Billy Martin, Greg Maddux, there's Aaron Judge, Bobby Miller, Mariano Rivera, Reggie Jackson. We got Will Wagner on the red and blue for Toronto. There's A-Rod, rated prospect, Tekoa Roby. Mike Mussina on the black disco for the Yankees. And look at that, an autograph right off the cuff for Boston. Marcelo Meyer. Congratulations, Albert. Marcelo Meyer on the signature. I've not seen too many of these autographs out of Donruss before. That is a super cool card. Congratulations on the Marcelo Meyer autograph. Albert, there we go. It hails us 2 autographs and memorabilia cards. So the first hit out of box 1 is an auto. That's pretty sweet. There's Jimmy Rollins on the optic and Aiden Miller on the prospect optic for Philadelphia. The Unleashed, Luis Angel Acuna. I'm a big fan of the Unleashed cards. Not as big of a fan of Angel Acuna. He hasn't quite lived up to his billing yet. His brother Ronald said he's better than him. So here's Walker Janik, Tink Hence, Billy Amick. Chase Burns is a good one for Cincinnati. There's Angel Acuna. There's Edgar Martinez, Cliff Lee, Chipper Jones, Jim Rice, Jacob Wilson, Kumar Rocker on the rated rookie. There's a Brewer, not the one we want, Ryan Braun. Mike Mussina. There's a red and blue Paul Skeens for Pittsburgh. Congrats to Dustin. All right. Sorry, I'm catching up. So you guys got some predictions coming in. I love that. J-Dog on the pick. Nolan Ryan, obviously you would think that given my whole story about naming our son. Nolan Ryan is a great guess, but I would not label him as my favorite Astro of all time. The clue I'll give you guys for my favorite Astro of all time, even beyond Nolan Ryan and Justin Verlander, this guy is a little, Biggio's a good guess, but that's not him either. This guy's maybe a little controversial as well. Some people don't like him a lot, but I always have. Ozzie Smith, Johnny Bench, Billy Amick on the laser, Chase DeLauder for Cleveland. Got Edgar Martinez on the blue laser, Jeff Bagwell. There's a Braylon Payne for the Brewers. Chase DeLauder. Roby. Owen Casse for the Cubbies. Doc Gooden, Jake Arrieta. There's Jace Young. Ian Kinsler, Austin Wells, Evan Carter, Jim Cat, and Pee Wee Reese. A-Rod on the red and blue. Kobe Mayo. J.D. Dix, Arizona on the red and blue. Braylon Payne for the Brewers on the Liberty. And Ryan Braun on the Disco. I'd like to turn one of these parallels into a Mizorowski, that's for sure. We've got the clearly Dalton Rushing. He got himself in some hot water questioning Shohei. Got himself shipped down to the minors for questioning Shohei. Tough go, man. The guy's just trying to do his job. There's Chase Burns on a black disco for the Reds. So Justin, congratulations. It's a nice Chase Burns. You're allowing Bryce to be on the hit counter. We got Molina on the prospects. There's Drew Gilbert, Jared Thomas. There's Cunningham for the Yankees. Rintaro Sasaki. So if you guys remember, he is Stanford. He's not connected to a team, so he's kind of like Josh Gibson. We're going to randomize him off. I will go ahead and put him in a sleeve just to protect that. So Sasaki is going to get randomized off. There's Jack Leiter, Adam Wainwright, Andrew Walters, Timmy Hudson, Big Poppy, Willie Stargell, Darren Baker. There's a Bobby Witt Jr., Johnny Bench on the red and blue, and we've got a numbered for the Padres, Tyson Neighbors. That is 4 out of 1 minus 100 equals a 99. 4 out of 99, Tyson Neighbors, San Diego on the cracked ice. Very cool. Congratulations to James D. James. Tyson Neighbors to 99. It is not Carlos Beltran. We got Will Clark, Tink Hens on the laser, Rintaro Sasaki again on a Liberty. So we're going to randomize him off. Angel Acuna on the laser. And for Rage's San Francisco Giants, it's a James Tibbs. Jersey Kings going to Allen. Allen, congratulations on the James Tibbs. Jersey Kings for the Gigantes. We got Ricky Henderson on the optics. Starling Caba. James Tibbs, there he is again. Griffo Farrell. Jet Williams. Miguel Tejada. Pudge Rodriguez. Prince Fielder. Ozzie Smith. Nolan Ryan. Craig Biggio. Jordan Lawler. Catfish Hunter. Johnny Smoltz. Not Rusty, unless that's a nickname I'm forgetting. Kobe Mayo, Tony Oliva. We've got Carson Benj for the Mets and Cunningham. Kumar Rocker on the disco. Prince Fielder on the foil for the Brewers. So the Brewers are getting plenty of cards, but no Miz. We want to get Miz for Scott there. Piazza, Tommy Troy. There's a Miz. Rated prospect Jacob Mizorowski, and that, strangely enough, is our first hitter for the hit counter. So we're almost one whole box in, and we finally get the hit counter going. Mizorowski goes to 1, and we're at 1 for the hit counter. There's Boston Bateman. George Lombard for the Yankees. Jimmy Leland. Carlos Beltran. Pedro. Robin Ventura. Dustin Pedroia. Andrew Jones. There's a Dylan Cruz for Washington. So Dylan Cruz goes to 1. So I'm going to have to give you guys a hint on the hit counter because we haven't got them. Yeah, a lot of guys I've started to talk about, we've gotten cards for. It's kind of fun. The next hit on there is one of the reasons why I like him so much is that he's short, like me. And so when it comes to professional sports, extra short players always have a space in my heart. Just like One of my favorite basketball players of all time is Spud Webb. And right behind him, Muggsy Bogues. Pablo Sandoval. There's Nick York. We got Will Clark, Zebby Matthews, and you got Sebastian Walcott for Texas on the red. Blue Laser, Walker Janik, Jared Thomas for Colorado. You're tall and you get passed to a lot? Well, that's a good thing, right? Pee Wee Reese on the laser. How tall are you, Rage? Are you over 6 feet? Michael Young. There is Joshua Gonzalez. PJ Morlando, Carson Benj, and Leo DeVry. And we're one box in, and you guys can see how we're doing through one box. We've got just 2 of those guys on the hit counter so far. There it is. J-Dog got it. It's Altuve. So, Max, if you can throw J-Dog up for another Leprechaun, he's killing it right now. Oh, you're taller than Luis Arraez? Nice. All right, so Altuve was it for the Astros. The next team down the list is the Kansas City Royals. Who is my favorite all-time Kansas City Royal? Next box in, here we go. Alex Rodriguez, there's a Paul Skeens, Will Wagner, Lou Gehrig, Jake Bloss, Terry Francona, Colt Keith, Iriarte for the White Sox, Tony Oliva, Connor Norby, Drew Gilbert, Jacob Wilson on a disco for Oakland. Congrats, Adrian. And we got a patch coming up here in just a second, guys. But I'm going to go ahead and the disco of Jacob Wilson, that's technically a prospect card. It is not Bo Jackson, but what a fantastic guess, because he can go multiple sports. It's not Bo Jackson, but I'm a big Bo Jackson fan. Jersey Kings Christian Moore for the Angels. Congrats, Dustin. Speaking of Bo Jackson, guys, I don't know if they've gone active yet, but keep your eyes out on our eBay auctions in the next couple days, because next week on Monday, I believe it is, we're gonna do Bo Jackson Battle Arena. I got my hands on a handful of those mega boxes, and we're gonna do 5 of those mega boxes. A pick your player break. There's 61 players, so to speak, in the checklist. So we're gonna run a pick your player break on those Bo Jackson battle arenas. So check them out. Grab those. It's gonna be pretty sweet. I would think there's 160 cards a box, so there's going to be like 900 cards on those 5 boxes, and there's only 60 people on the checklist. So I would think every spot should do well. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm excited to do that. So check those out and join us for that break. Travis Bazzana for Cleveland. And let's see, I think I saw it. Yes, Rage, you are right. It is Bobby Witt Jr. I know that's cliche. I know he's one of the best players in baseball right now, but I just really like Bobby Witt Jr., and I hope he has a really long career. Rage gets one for Bobby Witt Jr. Speaking of Bobby Witt Jr., just like that, we talk about him, and they show up. So let's just keep talking about who do you guys want me to talk about? Let's talk about him and see if we can draw some hits for him. I'm gonna talk as a Brewer fan. I'm gonna talk about Jacob Mizorowski until we get an autograph. Brandon Sproat, Marcelo Meyer, Ryan Clifford. There's Kyle DeBarge. All right, so the next team down the list is the Los Angeles Angels. Who is my all-time favorite Angel? I will help you guys out. It is not Nolan Ryan, who is also an Angel. It's not Nolan Ryan. Talk about Bryce Harper. All right, let's talk about Bryce Harper a little bit. But he's not on the Angels. So who is my favorite all-time Angel? Yeah, that one was too easy. It is Mike Trout, and I talk about him a lot. I really, really want Mike Trout to just get healthy for a year or two and really stamp his career. There's Zebby Matthews. We had a Frank Thomas there. Tony Oliva, Will Clark, Kobe Mayo, Johnny Bench. There's Zebby Matthews. You got Prince Fielder and Frank Thomas, the Big Hurt. Here's a really nice laser for the Cubbies of Owen Casa. He, of course, now is not with the Cubs anymore, but nonetheless, Scott J. That's a good one for you. Then we got Jet Williams for the Mets, Jim Cat for Minnesota, James, and Brooks Lee for Minnesota. Then we got Ryan Sloan for Seattle, Caleb Lamavita, Braden Montgomery, Arjun Namala, a bunch of rookies there. Tony Perez, Junior Caminero, Mike Schmidt, Ken Griffey Jr., not Randy Rosarina, Randy Johnson. Yeah, you're up to a lot of leprechauns there. All right, now we're going Dodgers. Favorite Dodger of all time: Albert Pujols, Spencer Arrighetti. There's Cal Ripken, Thomas Saggese on the rated rookie, Connor Norby, Bucky Dent, Griff O'Farrell. We got Jim Rice on the black disco. Spencer Jones on the black disco for the Yankees. So congrats to Adrian. No one, because no one likes it. Rage, you would get a leprechaun for that if we were counting real leprechauns for you, man. Because you made me laugh. That's a good one. My favorite Dodger of all time, not Fernando Valenzuela, but what a great guess. Buster Posey. Ho, guys, get out of town right now with Bobby Witt Jr. We're not done talking about him, apparently. 10 out of 99 on the Unleashed Cracked Ice. Get out of town, Royal Steve. Congratulations. That is a thing of beauty right there. I like that card a lot. Bobby Witt Jr. on the Unleashed to 99. Congratulations, Steve F. What a cool card. Yeah, you're ready. Not Tommy Lasorda. I love those guesses, though, J-Dog. Love them. Salas, Bryce Rayner, Blake Burke, Ryan Waldschmidt. We got Jeff Bagwell, Yadier Molina, Ricky Henderson, Mike Piazza, Michael Young, Jim Tomei, Brooks Lee, Buster Posey. We got Frank Thomas, Will Wagner on the purple retail rated rookie. Not Mookie Betts. I'll give you guys a hint. My favorite Dodger would not show up in this 2025 set. If you know the rules why, then that might help it, right? Because it can only be active players not in the players agreement that would be in here. So it was in 2025. That probably gave it away right away. J-Dog's got it. Max, give J-Dog another one. It is Clayton Kershaw. He's my favorite Dodger of all time. Johnny Mize. We got Tekoa Roby on the blue laser. All right. So J-Dog got the Kershaw spot correct. And now we're going to the Miami Marlins. My favorite Miami Marlin. You know, we're going to skip the Marlins because I don't even think I have a favorite Marlin. So we're going to skip that. Brewers. It's an easy one, guys. Who's my favorite Brewer of all time? James Tibbs, Evan Carter, Trey Morgan for Tampa Bay on a patch. So congratulations, James. Trey Morgan on the patch. It is not the Miz. J-Dog, you got it. I'm pretty sure that was an easy one for you to remember. It is Robin Yount. And you know what? The camera goes down a little bit, but if you guys see, I've got the Robin Yount rookie card t-shirt on today for my t-shirt. It is Robin Yount. He is not only my favorite Brewer, but he is my favorite baseball player of all time. Tony Perez on the optic. Harlan Susana, Owen Hall, Kalen Culpepper, Noble Meyer. All right, so J-Dog got another one on there, and now we're moving to the Minnesota Twins. This will be a good one to see if you guys figure this one out. Who is... no problem, Rage. You didn't really swear. You just used the thing. So we don't have to put you in timeout. We're okay with that. Because you might have been saying, like, what the frick, right? Or what the fun. So we're okay with that. My favorite Minnesota Twin of all time, if you guys guess that, you get a leprechaun. We got Kjerstad, Peavy, Marischal, Deion Sanders, Rhett Lauder on the rated rookie, Alex Gordon, Jim Palmer, Don Mattingly, Jimmy Rollins. We got Bucky Dent, Saggese on the rated rookie on the Liberty parallel. It is not Luis Arraez. There's Starlin Caba from Miami. Chipper Jones on the disco. Colin Houck for the Mets on the rated rookie. Junior Caminero for Tampa Bay. We got a bomb squad for Washington of Seaver King. Jim, congrats. Boy, no Nick Kurtz or Charlie Condon yet. Willie Mays Hayes, I love it. Not Willie Mays Hayes. But that was a great reference from what Major League 2 they play in the Metrodome, right? Colt Emerson, Ethan Anderson, Hagen Smith, Brady House, Bobby Miller, Mariano Rivera, Reggie Jackson, Roger Clemens, Hurston Waldrop. There's Jackson Churio for the Brewers, James Wood, Manny Ramirez, Eddie Matthews. You got Johnny Mize on the red and blue, and Cal Ripken on the Liberty. Augustine Ramirez for Miami on the red and blue rookie. Congrats to James. Oh, J-Dog, you're killing it right now. We got another one. Max, give J-Dog another one. We've got Kirby Puckett is my all-time favorite Minnesota Twin. There's Chase DeLauder, George Lombard. We got Austin Wells on the blue laser. We got Mike Schmidt. You know, I'm trying to remember, actually, if I referenced who won Leprechauns the last break. The last break, James D was the only one that earned a Leprechaun from the hit counter with one away at 19. No one got the spot correct. So that was a tough one. There's Luke Keyshaw, Braden Montgomery, Noah Schultz, and Dante Nori. I have not gotten to the Giants yet. And you're not going to be happy with me, though, Rage, because it's not Bryce Eldridge. After the Twinkies is the New York Mets. You guys can tell me who is my favorite New York Met of all time. You will earn another Leprechaun. So we're moving in to box 3. There's an empty box. I'm going to put the hit counter up so you guys can see how we're doing. Not great on the hit counter. We pulled some good stuff out of these 2 boxes, including an autograph. But sadly, for those 4 main prospects, we're not having the output that we would like. So hopefully box 3 will turn that around for all 4 of those guys. But we did get 1 Miz. We did get 1 Dylan Cruz. So we stand at 2. And what you guys need to decide at this point is who is going to take this out of box 3? Are one of those other guys going to get hot? Or I think there's a patch in this one. So I'm going to put that at the bottom. I'm going to switch you guys out for a patch there. And I think this one might have one as well. So I think we're getting 2 patches in this one. We're going to play all sorts of games on you guys. So you guys got to decide, though, Cruz, Condon, Kurtz, or Miz, and what the total is going to be. After 2 boxes, we only have 2. Like I said, I really hope we can change that for all 4 of those players. I would like to get it. He's not. So Eldridge isn't your favorite Giant ever. I can't wait to hear who yours is. Hopefully, if and when we get to the Giants. If not, you'll have to tell me. But we're working on the Mets right now, and it was not Piazza either. All right, here we go. We've got Aaron Judge, Bobby Miller, Mariano Rivera, Reggie Jackson, Roger Clemens. Oh, by the way, guys, you got about 5 or 10 seconds here, and then Max is going to close the hit counter. Hurston Waldrop, Jackson Churio, James Wood. There is, if it helps you guys get your predictions in, Dylan Cruz is going to take a lead on that with a red rookie. So Dylan Cruz is going to go to 2 in the lead over Miz is 1. Oops. We don't want to do that. There we go. And Charlie Condon and Nick Kurtz are still taking a siesta somewhere. Ooh, Doc Gooden's a good guess, but not it. Oh, that would still count. We'll count Miz and 8 as your prediction on there. If you get it in that close, we usually always count it. There's Arietta on the purple retail. Dustin Pedroia. Franklin Arias. How about an Aaron Judge on the black disco? Congratulations to the Yankees spot Adrian on a nice Aaron Judge. Not Darryl Strawberry, but also a good guess. We got Colson Montgomery. Colson Montgomery on an autograph for Chicago White Sox. James, there you go. Tom Seaver, also good guess, but that is not it. Jackson Churio, James Triantos. Kellen Lindsay. Tyson Neighbors, James Triantos. Vance Honeycutt. I'll give you guys a hint on this one. It is actually, it's a somewhat obscure one in some ways. And I'll give you a hint. The guy played for 2 teams. It's not Juan Soto. That's Marty. The guy played for 2 teams and maybe more known for his time with the Twins. So that's a big clue for you guys. He played for the Mets and the Twins. And he's a little bit more obscure than some of the bigger names, but he was always one of my favorites. Jim Rice, Jacob Wilson. There's Kumar Rocker, Ryan Braun, Mike Messina, Campaneris, Semi Sosa, Billy Martin, Greg Maddux, and we got an Andrew Jones hanging upside down on the red. Keep those guesses coming. You guys will figure it out. Craig Biggio. The hint about him being on the Twins as well was a big hint there. Robin Ventura. Caminiti for Atlanta on the blue laser. There's your guy, Bryce Eldridge. Rage. There's a Bryce Eldridge on the, that is the Liberty parallel on the Bryce rated prospects. We got Ryan Braun on a laser for the Brewers. There's James Wood. Gerangelo Clinche. Kevin Alcantara. Slade Caldwell. And Kyle Teal. That hair looks beautiful. We got Ozzie Smith, Nolan Ryan, Craig Biggio, Jordan Lawler, Catfish Hunter, John Smoltz, Jack Leiter, Adam Wainwright, Andrew Walters, Pedro, Jimmy Leland, Leo DeVry, and Kendall George. There it is. J-Dog continues the roll. Johan Santana. That was my pick. So, Max, give John another one. Thank you for playing along. We continue down the list. The New York Yankees. My favorite Yankee of all time. Billy Martin on the disco. Ozzie Smith, the Wizard. Heston Kjerstad. There's Bryce Matthews. Matt Shaw for the Cubs, a pretty good one. Thatcher Hurd for the Yankees. And there's a Connor Griffin. Not Aaron Judge. That's not it. Not Gary Carter. I love guessing a guy like Gary Carter, though. We've got Robin Ventura, Dustin Pedroia, Andrew Jones. There's another Dylan Cruz. So at least Dylan understands the point of being on the hit counter. He goes to 3. We're at 4 total on that hit counter. Pablo Sandoval. There's Nick York, Miguel Tejada, Rodriguez, Prince Fielder, Carlos Beltran, Iriarty, and there's Theo Gillen for Tampa Bay. It's not David Cohn, but that's sweet. You got a David Cohn autograph ball. That's awesome. Did Cohn autograph it for you in person, or is it like something you won as a prize or an auction? Well, Mattingly is a heck of a guess, but it's not it. It's not Mickey Mantle. Kendall George, Trey Morgan, Jacob Wilson on the laser. I'll probably have to give you guys a hint. It's a tough one, because he may have been someone that you guessed more when we were doing the Angels. I just also like Mike Trout so much, but this guy was my second all time for the Angels, even above Nolan Ryan. But also, I'm putting him in as my favorite for the Yankees. So that'll give you a clue. Is a guy that played for the Angels and the Yankees, and he's not one of like the biggest names out there, but he is from sort of the 90s era. He played for the Angels and the Yankees. And then I'll tell you why he's my favorite once you guys guess it. Jake Peavy, Ian Kinsler, Austin Wells, Evan Carter, Jim Kotz, Pee Wee Reese, and Luis Angel Acuna, Edgar Martinez, Cliff Lee, and Chipper Jones. Got Dustin Pedroia, Pedro. There's a guy we hadn't seen yet. How about a red and blue Jesus Mate for the Brewers? Boy, Miz and Mate are not playing well, but Scott, there you got a Mate on the red and blue. Congrats. Cam Caminiti and Greg Maddux on a nice disco for the Braves. Tink Hence on a disco rated prospect for St. Louis. The next clue I'll give you guys on that, my favorite Yankee was he was both a Yankee and an Angel. He was in the 90s, and he was a pitcher. There is Manny Ramirez, Theo Gillen. How about another Jesus Mate for the Brewers? Number one prospect in all of baseball. Cole Young, Enrique Bradfield. There's Bubba Chandler for Pittsburgh. Cash Mayfield. Cash Mayfield. Cam Smith for Houston. There's a nice Trey Savage for Toronto. Tim Hudson, Big Papi, Willie Stargell, Darren Baker. Bobby Witt Jr. hanging upside down. There's Doc Gooden, Jake Arrieta, Jace Young, and Robin Ventura. So we're still waiting on that guess for the Yankees. My guess is we'll have to continue the rest of my favorite players on teams. And the next baseball break we do, but we might be able to get through one or two more teams if you guys can guess the Yankee. Not Tommy John, but that's a good one. He played for the Twins in the Yankees, didn't he? I don't think he played for the Angels. Carlos Beltran, Braylon Doty for Cleveland on the Laser, and Braylon Doty for Cleveland on the Rockets. We got Kumar Rocker on, I keep wanting to say Rocket and Rookie and Rocker. This guy, Kumar for Texas, James. And we got a patch here for Cincinnati. How about a Chase Burns patch? So congratulations, Justin, on another nice Chase Burns hit for you. You got a short print of Darren Baker. That's awesome. There we go. John got it again. Jim Abbott. I absolutely loved Jim Abbott when I was a kid. I was fascinated, absolutely fascinated, and still am fascinated by the fact that that guy pitched with one hand. Talk about overcoming odds and not letting things hold you down as a kid. The way he had to switch his glove on his hand and things like that, and he threw a freaking no hitter. The guy throws a no hitter with one hand. How can you not like Jim Abbott? Rage, you gotta educate yourself on that. If you don't know who Jim Abbott is, you gotta learn some more, my man. That is a fantastic example of overcoming adversity. Guy has one hand. He still made the major leagues. He pitched a no hitter. Had what I think he pitched over 10 years in the league. Absolutely phenomenal, phenomenal pitcher. Huge fan of Jim Abbott. So that was it. Congrats. John gets another one. And we probably get one or two more in. The Oakland Athletics, or now soon to be Las Vegas Athletics. If you guys can figure out who my favorite athletic player is, you get a leprechaun. There's Eddie Matthews, Barry Larkin. Final few cards here, guys. Augustine Ramirez, Sebastian Walcott, J.D. Dix, and the final card of the break and of the evening is Carter Holton for Atlanta. It is Ricky Henderson. How do you not love a guy who stole 100 bases this season? Incredible stuff. So, John gets another one. Nice work on that. We'll get one more team in. Philadelphia Phillies. If you guys can guess my favorite all-time Philadelphia Phillies player, you'll get a leprechaun as well. All right, so we're going to go through our recap in a moment here. We also have the Liberty Rentaro Sasaki and the Rated Prospect Rentaro Sasaki to go through. Not Mike Schmidt, but phenomenal guess. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring up our leprechauns again. And I'm going to grab all of our teams one more time. Actually, I think they're already in there, but that's all right. We'll paste it one more time just to show you guys it's all legit. So we're going to clear them out and we're going to repaste the teams in there. We'll leave it at 14 seconds. Shuffle them up. And here we go. So first prize will get the Liberty. Second prize will get the base. Here we go. You got the Blue Jays come flying out there. All right, so thank you once again to our friendly leprechauns. So the Blue Jays spot, Wayne, you're getting the Sasaki Liberty. And the Minnesota spot, James, you're getting the Sasaki Prospect. Congratulations, guys. If we talk about how, I know the stream is almost over, it said, oh, Jeff Richardson, Carlton, what great guesses. Not it on either one of them, but I love guesses like that. Keep them coming. See if you guys can figure out the Phillies before it's too late. Look how we did on the hit counter. Not a good hit counter for this one. We end up with 4, and Dylan Cruz won it. So, Justin and John, you guys both got leprechauns for running with Dylan Cruz. And then, John, you nailed it on the head. So, you continue to run. You doubled up on leprechauns. So, Justin gets 1. John, you nailed 2 more leprechauns because you had 4 in Cruz. So, congrats, guys, on those leprechauns. Oh, Chase Utley, another really good guess, but it's not it. Oh, yeah, thanks, Rage. Your favorite, Brandon Crawford. I don't know if I would have guessed that. That's cool. All right. So let's do the recap. We got Chase Burns patch, Made, Tink Hetz on the disco, Made on the blue, Wilson on the blue laser, Connor Griffin, Bryce Eldridge on the Liberty, Montgomery on an autograph, Aaron Judge on the disco, Dylan Cruz on the red and blue, Ramirez on the red and blue, Seaver King, Bomb Squad, Sajasi, Trey Morgan on the patch, Will Wagner on the purple rookie, the Bobby Witt Jr. to 99, what a great card, Spencer Jones on the disco, Casse on the laser, Bobby Witt Jr. on the Elite Series, Travis Bazana on the optic, Christian Moore on the patch, Wilson on the disco, we got the one Miz, we got the James Tibbs patch, Tyson Neighbors to 99, Chase Burns on the disco, Dalton Rushing on the clear, Skeens on the red and blue, the Angel Acuna Unleashed, and the Marcelo Meyer autograph. So 2 autographs out of the 3 boxes. Not too bad at all for that. It is not your trader, Mark Bryce Harper. Mark Letterman, what a great guess that is, but that's not it. I'll give you guys a clue, and this, depending on if you watch this show or not, will be really easy. If you didn't watch this show, then this clue is going to not mean anything to you. But he made a cameo in The Office. Late in the Office series, this guy made a cameo. So that'll probably give that away to someone pretty quickly. And that'll give you guys a chance for one more leprechaun. Then we'll go from Pirates to Nationals the next time I break. What's that show? The Office? Yep. Travis, you got it. You got Ryan Howard was it. So throw Hefner up there, Max, for one more leprechaun for us. And then we're going to go ahead and get into our giveaways. Let me know, you guys, oh, shoot, let me know in the chat, especially for those of you guys in eBay right now. Do you want me to run any live auctions? Again, I'm doing, for giveaways tonight, we've got 3 more packs of Series 2 for our hit counter. We've got 3 packs of Series 2 for our buyers giveaway. And then I can do what you have to. I'm gonna tease you to later. I gotta stick to it. We'll do the Giants the next show. My next show is gonna be Monday. Um, so I can run. I can do the wheel spin for $3 a spin, or I can run some of those other sealed products. If you guys are interested in buying anything else in the live show, let me know. I can go through a couple things again. Otherwise, we'll just immediately go to the hit counter. We got Dustin is in there. Great. So we've got all of our leprechauns. Max, we're all good on our leprechauns, right? All right. Thank you, sir. Everyone give Max a round of applause for his efforts tonight. Let me bring up our leprechaun. And what first we're going to do is we're going to clear that list out. And then I'm going to go through and, with 4 breaks, I'm actually going to have to grab. Let's see. We're going to audible for a buyer's giveaway. One of our buyer's giveaway, guys, is going to be a football pack, even though we're doing baseball tonight, because we got 4 breaks. I didn't think through that. So, so the buyer's giveaway is going to be 3 baseball packs and 1 football pack. But we're going to go with the Series 2 Jumbos. I'm going to copy all of our buyers from that. And then we're going to go into our holiday buyers. All right. You start your own. Here we go. I guess we'll leave it at 14 seconds because I've had it there all night. And so for this one again, we'll do the score 2022 score football fat pack is going to be first place, and then second place is going to be the Series 2 pack. So here we go. We're going to shuffle you guys up, and good luck. Who's going to make their run? Dustin! All right, so once again, Leprechauns, thank you. So Dustin, you got the 2022 Score Fat Pack as your prize. Congrats for that, a football pack and baseball. And then Scott J took second and third. Scott was not going to be denied a pack. So Scott, congratulations on that. Then we've got, for our other 2 breaks in there, I'll put those guys back up. We're going to go to our list. We're going to clear those buyers out, and we're going to go to our 2 Donruss breaks. There's that one. Jim with Washington in both. 60 of you guys. We're going to set that one for 14 seconds, shuffle you up, and same thing, good luck in the buyer's giveaway. 2 packs up for grabs. Here we go. Justin makes a big sprint. So, John, you just missed out. Justin O, you've got a Series 2 pack coming your way. And Alan S, you've got a Series 2 pack coming your way. Congrats, guys, and thanks you everyone for being in the buyer's give or being a buyer tonight, so that you could be in the buyer's giveaway. Congrats to our winners. And now let's go and grab all of our leprechauns. There are a lot given away tonight because of all of the extra Guess My Favorite Player ones. And that's awesome. It's going to make it more fun. So here we go. 29 leprechauns. Congratulations. Thank you guys. For those of you that hung out with us and participated in the chat, super special thanks to you guys that hung with me and commented in the chat and kept the energy up. I appreciate that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to we're going to run this one a little bit longer. We're going to go 24 seconds. A little more endurance out of these guys. And let's see. We've got three prizes. Three prizes giveaway. Here we go. We will do one win each. So we may end up going down a few before we get the third winner. Here we go. Hey, you bet, Rage. Thank you so much. You got some leprechauns holding the lead right now, too. How about that? We got, look at John just across the board. And then Tim comes out. All right. So John was like, 4 or 5 of your guys were all just like closing in, and then it's all out of nowhere comes Tim C. So Tim, first of all, leprechauns, head on back to the stable, get some more Skittles and beer. Tim, you earned that one very well. Congratulations. John, you also earned that one very, very well. Congrats. And then Gregory H, you got the third pack coming through. Yeah, I don't know. The tough part is I don't know that you guys really lost stamina as much as Tim just managed to save his energy right for the end, because all your guys jumped to the lead towards the end there, and then just Tim just right through it. So yeah, you got one at least. So congrats on that. Uh, so that's going to do it for the scheduled programming for tonight. You guys let me know if you want to take another spin on the wheel. I can throw that up. If you want me to do any of those sealed boxes or anything like that, since some of you guys are on combined shipping already, you might be in a sense get free shipping on a sealed box if you guys are interested. But otherwise, no worries. And we can end the show if you guys don't want me to. If anyone doesn't want to run anything. But I really appreciate you guys. It's fun to get back into the swing of things. It's been a fantastic evening. I had a blast. I do thank you guys again for hanging out with us. We know you have a ton of choices in this breaking world, and we thank you guys for hanging out with us. We thank so many of you who keep coming back to us and staying part of our family. So please continue to spread the love, share the links to our channels wherever you can. Anything you guys can do to help me push towards that 10,000 follower on YouTube. I don't know why, but that's a big flag I'm sticking in the ground that I want to hit this year. So share that link with all your friends and say, hey, subscribe to their channel and check these guys out. But we hope you guys have fun with us. Don't forget, we got Marty going tomorrow, and he's going to be doing some leprechaun races with you. So have some fun with him there. Hang out with me again on Monday. We're going to be doing that Bo Jackson, some other stuff. It's going to be a good time. So thank you guys all so very much. Have a good night. Take care of yourselves. Take care of those around you. And don't ever stop chasing that cardboard gold, my friends, because I'll be right there with you. Have a good night. Take care.